Hello guys, good evening everyone. Welcome to the session and welcome to the India's most comprehensive preparation platform, that is the BYJU'S Exam Prep. And yes, this is the special midnight dose, the special midnight session live for you. Very good evening everybody. Very good evening. Yes, yeah, it's officially Sunday now and we are into the Sunday zone, but this Sunday beginning, right, at 12 a.m. we are beginning this fantastic Sunday with a fantastic session, General Aptitude, which is carrying the 15 marks of weightage. Let us all this night gather, dedicate this night to understand what is the level of the questions that was previously discussed by IIT Kanpur. Yes, what was the level of questions actually discussed by IIT Kanpur? When did the IIT Kanpur conduct the examination? Last year was 2015, right? 2015. We are going in this session to discuss all general aptitude questions of IIT Kanpur in this non-stop marathon. Yes, with non-stop. Dinesh, somewhere, let's see. Yeah, all branches. This we are going to cover general aptitude questions of all branches, because eventually the syllabus and level is common for all branches, so it is wise to take the PYQs of all branches, not necessarily restricting to EC or mechanical or civil or EE or CS. So we are going to look for all the branches, the PYQs of all the branches, right? So quickly, students are gathering. Come on, let everybody join. Let us quickly begin up the session. Let all other also join. Quickly share the session in all your group, WhatsApp, Telegram, where you're connected, where you find that there are GATE aspirants ready to enjoy this particular session, because this is the special midnight effort. And not only the effort by me, it's the effort by you also, all those who are going to remain live in this midnight session. So that shows your dedication, that at whatever it takes. 2007 also IIT Kanpur conducted, but 2007 mein there was no aptitude actually. Aptitude was introduced in which year? A simple GK question related to GATE. Right, tell me. When was the aptitude introduced in the GATE examination? Tell me, you guys tell me. In which year? Yes, 2010. 2010. Okay. Chalo guys, great. Let's get started. Quickly share to all your groups, WhatsApp, Telegram, where you're connected. Spread this session because this is the special midnight year. Yes, Ritik, my year, the year when I appeared in the examination. The year when I appeared in the GATE examination actually. Okay, chalo, let's get started now. The time is already past 12. Okay, let us utilize this precious time. And in case somebody new to my classes, this is a brief intro about me. This is Rakesh. I have secured all India rank in the GATE examination, and these are my major area of expertise for more than 12 years now. I've completed my masters from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, right? Yes guys, a quick update before we move forward. The mega mock, the BYJU'S Exam Prep has brought you the All India Open mega mock test, which is free. You just have to go to the BYJU'S Exam Prep and register for this event. This mega mock window is live from 15 November to the 22nd of November, and within this window, at your comfortable time, at your convenient time, you can appear in the examination at any point of time up to the 22nd November. And this gives you an opportunity to practice one of the mocks as per the GATE pattern, exactly as per the GATE pattern. And also it gives you an opportunity to understand and analyze your performance between the thousands of students appearing in this mock examination. So guys, the first question now ready for you. Here it is. The first question ready for you. It was a 2015 1 mark question, the midnight special general aptitude. Okay, so if x is greater than y greater than 1, which of the following must be true? Which of the following must be true, compulsorily true? Dekho, very simple question actually. Okay, x greater than y greater than 1, मतलब I am taking y greater than x greater than y, increasing order में ले रहे हैं. What about log x log y, e power x e power y? if we have a very basic idea of the exponentials graph and the logarithm graph, we don't need to think anything, right? We don't have to apply any logic, right? I'll just give you that. I'll just make you fresh in your memories that if you are here to sketch the logarithm graph, log x graph is of this nature, e raised to the power x graph is of this nature, and both are increasing functions. Very clearly, both are increasing functions, right? So if x becomes greater than y, if x is greater than y, log x will be greater than log y, e power x will be greater than e power y because of the increasing function, right? This is an increasing function, this is also an increasing function, right? Yeah, it's live, Lokesh, okay. Right, so correct answer is 1 and 2. Now there is no other option matching, so it is 1 and 2. But what about the 4? Now when you try to recall, x is greater than y is greater than 1. Okay, but when you see the waveform of the cosine x or sine x, it is increasing, decreasing, right? This is pi by 2. This portion is pi by 2. X and y are both greater than 1. Right, when they are greater than 1, the function sometime is decreasing, sometime it is increasing, right? So we can't say whether cos x will be greater than cos y. It may or may not be true. It may or may not be true, right? So 1 and 2 are the only correct option. What about the third one? Take a simple example. 4 is greater than 3. 4 is greater than 3. X greater than y lena hai na, x greater than y. So 4 is greater than 3. So 3 power 4, right? And 4 power 3. If you compare, this is 3 power 4 and that is 4 power 3. So let me create some difference actually. X is greater than y. So if you take 4 greater than 2, right, and then compare the power, 2 power 4 and 4 power 2, is it greater? No, that is equal to actually. So this is not greater, this is equal to, both are equal to 16. So this again may or may not be true. This again may or may not be true. Okay, for some values it may be true, for some it may not be true, right? That is why they have clearly underlined the word, which of the following must be true, 100% true. Okay, so option number A. Next question, guys. Next question. So that was observation of GATE 15 IIT Kanpur, some basic function and basic ideas they have discussed in this examination. The function fx is linear. Now we all know what linear function is. The function fx is linear, so we can write down linear function as y equal to mx plus c. A linear function represents a straight line, so y is equal to the mx plus c, right? Mx plus c, and it has a value 29 at x equal to minus 2, 39 at x equal to 5. So what should be the value of the function at I think this is some missing statement. I'm sorry. What should be the value of function at some point? That is what they are trying to ask, and this has gone missing. Okay, let's complete this. Right, it has started at 12 a.m. Twinkle. So first, can we find the value of m and c using this information? So f of minus 2 is 29. So rakh denge minus 2, right? F of minus 2 is 29 and f of 5 is equal to 39. These are the two information available. Minus 2 rakhenge, so minus 2m plus c is 29, and if I put the 5, so 5 of m plus c is equal to the 39, right? C can get cancelled. Okay, if I add these two, so 3m will become how much? That is 69 or 68. 3m can be equal to the 68. Okay, can be equal to the 68. So from here you can, I should subtract. I'm sorry. If I subtract that, I get 7m. And that is equal to 10. So m का value आ जाएगा यहाँ से, right? M का value यहाँ से आ गया. What should be the value of m? The m is equal to 10 by 7, and accordingly we can get the value of c also. Now there is some missing data here actually. There is some missing data here. Okay, so just you got the feel of the question, huh? Got the feel of the question. The actually question is find the value of the function at some given value of x. That has gone missing. So we can scan the paper of 2015 later on and you can complete this. But this is how you can approach this question. Okay, this is how you can simply approach this question. Simple one. Next question की तरफ जाते हैं. Consider a function. One more function based question, but this one is 2 marks. But this is again very simple. Consider a function fx equal to 1 minus mod x on minus 1 less than x less than 1. What is the value of x at which the function attains the maximum, and what is the maximum value of the function? Now fx is 1 minus mod x, right? Mod x, right? Mod x. What other you can consider in linearity, Harish? What other you can consider the linearity? Give me that idea. Linears are x power 1 relation. Okay. Because of the linearity, Harish. Chalo. Tell me now, a function is 1 minus mod x. What is the waveform of 1 minus mod x? Yeah, what is the waveform of the modulus function? That you all must be aware about. If I only want to sketch the modulus of x value, if I only want to sketch the modulus of x function, so modulus of x, this is how the modulus of x looks like, right? Because mod x is known as x for x greater than equal to 0. Mod x is minus x for x less than 0. Mod x is minus x for x less than 0. Okay, that is the modulus x function. But the question is asking you to sketch the 1 minus mod x function. 1 minus mod x function. Okay, no need to, go for any calculation. It's a graphical observation. But for the range minus 1 to 1, for the range minus 1 to 1, only between the range minus 1 to 1. Okay, so when you take the modulus of 1 minus modulus of x, dekho, this will be minus of modulus x. Minus of modulus x plus 1. So isko uplift karenge, and this is what is the graph that is going to be there. This is what is the graph that is going to be there actually. Right, this is what is the graph. So very clearly its maximum value is going to be 1. This was 0. Isko hata dete hain. This portion was 0. Okay, 1 minus 0 will become 1, and at x equal to plus or minus 1, mod x is 1, so 1 minus 1, this will be 0. So what should be the answer now? What should be the answer now, everybody? It has the maximum at x equal to 0 and the maximum value is 1. It has the maximum at x equal to 0 and the maximum value is equal to the 1. So correct answer is simply equal to the C. Correct answer is simply equal to the C. Next question. Now next question they have asked you to give the equation of a curve. Choose the most appropriate equation for the function drawn as a thick line in the plot below. For the function drawn as a thick line in the plot below. Right? Okay, for the function plot drawn as a thick line in the plot below. Okay, let's understand this clearly. Let's understand this clearly. Dekho, I'll explain you this. This is the portion for positive y-axis, right? So when y is greater than 0, positive y-axis, so curve is only on the y-axis. Where is the curve? For y greater than 0, what is the curve? For y greater than 0, the curve, it is just on the y-axis. What is the equation of y-axis? Sir, x is equal to 0. So whenever y is positive, x should be 0. Whenever y is positive, x should be the 0. But for the negative values of y, niche taraf dekhenge. For y less than 0, there is a straight line. For the negative y side, there is a straight line. What is the equation of this straight line? What is the equation of this straight line? This straight line is passing through origin, so it will have the equation y equal to mx. It is a straight line passing through origin, so it will have the equation y equal to the mx. Y equal to the mx, dear. ठीक है ना? Y equal to the mx. Now what should be the value of m? What should be the value of the slope here? Slope is height, जो कि हुआ 1 divided by base. Right, height of this is 1, base part is equal to 2. Right, height by base is known as the slope. Okay, so y is equal to 1 by 2 x. Right, so what should be x? For y less than 0, x can be written as 2y. X can be written as 2y. Now why I am doing this way is because the equation is talking in terms of x actually. Equation is talking in terms of the x. In terms of the x. Right. So x. Right. X is equal to 0 for y greater than 0. X is equal to 2y for y less than 0. For y less than 0. ठीक है. Y less than 0. Cosmos maximum value, देखो previous question में क्या बोला था? Find the value of x. 0,1 ही तो लिखा है. 0,1 ही है Cosmos, yeah. The doubt is gone only. Okay. So how can I write 2y? 2y is equal to y plus y, and the 0 is y minus y. The 0 can be written as y minus y, right? Sorry, minus. Sorry, I missed that. Y equal to minus r, because it's a decreasing line, na? It's a decreasing line. So minus half x, x is equal to minus 2y, x is equal to minus 2y, and this minus 2y will be minus of y plus y. Correct observation. Thanjai, right? So this is minus of y plus y. Upar wala hai y minus y. Okay, so that also I can write minus of y minus y. Minus of y minus y. So what is x? देखो minus of y plus, देखो for y less than 0 I have plus y, तो इसको लिख दो y minus mod y. Or you can go and match the options. Next possibility is you can go and match the option. Right. Now देखो, if y greater than 0 mod y is known as y. If y greater than 0 mod y is y, तो y minus y 0 हो जाएगा. If y less than 0, modulus of y will be minus I, minus minus plus y. Minus minus plus y. So what is the correct answer for the question? X is equal to, what is the correct answer for the question is x is equal to minus of y minus modulus y. Either you can write down this equation, or from the given information you can just match the option. You can also match the option from the given equation. The correct answer is B. The correct answer is equal to B. The correct answer is equal to B. Next question. Next question की तरफ चलते हैं. A simple logarithm question. Logarithm questions are also a common pattern in the IIT Kanpur case. If log of 5 by 7 to the base x is minus 1 by 3, what should be the value of x? Log of 5 by 7 to the base x. So to eliminate the log, I will take the exponent. Now this is the base x, right? So what should be 5 by 7? I eliminate the log. 5 by 7 is equal to eliminate the log, I will take exponent, right? Exponent with what base? Base should be x. So this is equal to x raised to the power minus 1 by 3. 5 by 7 should be x power minus 1 by 3, right? So what is x ki power plus 1 by 3? I can take the reciprocal to invert the power. This is 7 by 5. So what should be x? 7 by 5 whole cube. Whole cube. 7 cube 343, 5 cube 125. 343 is divided by the 125. Option number A. 343 is divided by the 125. Simple 1 mark question. It's a simple 1 mark question. Cool. Next one आगे जाते. This is option number A. Next one. Again a logarithm question. What should be the value of log of tan 1 degree plus log tan 2 degree, etc., 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 up to log of 89 degree? It's a good question on logarithm involving some properties of trigonometry as well. Involving some property of trigonometry. Log of tan 1 to the tan 89. Log of tan 1 plus up to log tan 89. Tell me, dear. Tell me. Now, first of all, you are just going to use the property here that what should be log of x plus log of y. That is log of xy. That is log of xy. Okay. That is log of xy. So, log of, you have tan 1 degree plus log of tan 2 degree, etc., 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 up to log of tan 89 degree. All these are added. So, you can apply log x plus log y is log xy. So all this is going to be now multiplied. All this is now going to be multiplied. Tan 1 degree, tan 2 degree, etc., 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 tan 89 degree. Tan 1 to tan 89. Now when you are writing down this product from tan 1 to tan 89, actually there will be tan 44 degree, tan 45 degree, tan 46 degree, and then you can go up to the tan 89 degree. Okay? Now tan 1 tan 89, tan 2 tan 88, tan 44 tan 46, ये एक pattern बनेगा. So remember tan theta is also 1 upon cot theta. This is one of the property. Yeah, let me take it this way. Tan 90 minus theta. Tan 90 minus theta is known as cot theta. Tan and cot are 90 degree difference of each other. Right. Tan 90 minus theta is cot theta, and cot theta we all know is 1 upon tan theta. So now use this final tan theta, multiply this on the left side. So you have tan theta, tan 90 minus theta equal to 1. Right. So that means tan 1 and tan 89, that is 90 minus 1. This will be equal to 1. Right. So tan 1, tan 89 will be 1. Right. Tan 2, tan 88 will be 1. right? Similarly, up to tan 44 and tan 46, they are also having the 90-degree difference. This is also 1, right? So ये pair बन गया, 44, 46 pair बन गया. What about tan 45? That is not left, that is itself 1. Tan 45 itself is equal to the 1. So what should be the answer? Inside the log, everything that is left is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? Multiplied all, I get log 1, and log 1 to the any base, log 1 to the any base is 0. What is the value of log 1? Whatever the base may be, the log 1 is always 0. The log 1 is always 0. So the correct answer is C. Here they have not mentioned the base, but log 1 to the any base is 0. Suppose the base was required and the base is not mentioned. So normally log will represent this log. Normally this log will represent common log, log to the base 10. Commonly it will represent log to the base 10. If it is ln mentioned, that is known as the log to the base e, natural log, log to the base e. If the base was required, here this question we don't require the base because log of 1 to any base is just 0. Logarithm questions. ठीक है? ठीक है? Chalo. Yes, Prajwal, Rahul. Guys, next question here. Now, some questions always observed in, always observed in the general aptitude, be it IIT Kanpur year or any other thing, that some questions a little comprehensive type. Solution is very simple. Only thing, they make the students confused. They make the students worry that it's a big, some complicated question, whether I should attempt or not, right? But if you don't attempt, you are going to lose 2 marks, right? Log is there in virtual calculator. Although Twinkle, for previous question you don't require the calculator, but yeah, in general if you want to calculate log, it is there in the virtual calculator. Very simply you can look into it. Okay, chalo, let's move ahead then. Okay, if p, q, r, s are distinct integers such that f, g, h, 3 functions are given, right? F of p, q, r, s is max p, q, r, s. G of p, q, r, s is minimum of p, q, r, s. केवल reading का patience चाहिए. You only need the reading patience here. Okay. See, log base 2 option is also there, Twinkle, in the virtual calculator. It is there. Log y to the base x. That option is there. Okay. The function h p q r s is known as the remainder of p into q by r into by rs if p q greater than rs, or that is equal to remainder of rs by p q if r is greater than p q. Matlab you multiply p q and rs, p into q and then r into s. Whichever is greater, put it in the numerator. Okay, and then find the remainder of the division left. Okay. Also the function fgh represents f into g into h. F p q r s, g p q r s, h p q r s. So that is used to represent the multiplication. Okay. What is the value of, space missing here, what is the value of fg? I'll write down this value here. You require fg h of 2573 comma 468. Actually a very simple question. Actually a very simple question, if you feel a very simple question. अब यहाँ पे ध्यान देना, right? What is h of 2573? Sir, what should be the h of 2573? Okay, h function is that remainder wala case. H function is that remainder wala case, right? 2 into 5 is 10. 7 into 3 is equal to 21. That is greater than 10. So let's solve the h function. So h of 2573, right, will be equal to either product of PQ and RS, but which is greater? 7 into 3 is greater, right? So this should be equal to remainder of 7 into 3 divided by 2 into 5. Remainder of 21 when divided by 10. But 21 when divided by 10, the remainder is 1. You don't want to divide, but you want to only write down the remainder. Okay, so 10 twos are 20, extra 1 is the remainder. So remainder aa gaya 1. So what should be this is now? This is equal to fg. The h result is 1 and then you have 1468. What is the meaning of fg? You can split into f function and g function, right? So this is equal to f of 1468 multiplied by g of 1468. Now dear, what is the f function? Maximum of PQRS. What is the g function? Is minimum of PQRS, right? So f function will tell the maximum, that is 8. G function will tell you the minimum, that is 1. So the final answer is 8 into 1, that is equal to 8. Thana simple. It's simple. It is simple. The correct answer is equal to the 8. The correct answer is equal to the 8. I think options are not here. No problem. We'll write down the answer. What is the value? So that is equal to 8. Right. Now order. It's in this order clearly. P, Q, R, S. Remainder of P into Q by R into S. 1, 2, 3, 4, Prajwal. Okay. So isn't it simple? It's easy. Correct. It's easy. But the only difficult part is students look into the length of the question and they just neglect the question and they lose 2 marks easily. But eventually it is a very easy calculation. Let's go to the next. Simple question based on some random operators defined. There are operators of square, diamond and arrow defined by a square b is a minus b upon a plus b, a diamond b is a plus b upon a minus b, and a arrow b is a into b. What is the value of very simple 1 mark question? Very simple 1 mark question. Now square a minus b upon a plus b. So this is 66 minus 6 upon 66 plus 6. What is the diamond? Diamond bole to a plus b upon a minus b. So 66 plus 6 upon 66 minus 6. Now an arrow between them. This arrow represents what? Product. This arrow represents what? Product. So answer khatam. Right. Answer finish. Right. This is cancelled. This is cancelled. Everything cancelled. Answer is equal to 1. That is the option number C. It deserves simply 1 mark. 1 is the answer. Very simple. So there are some questions which are randomly, you can't exactly put it into the very common topics that you study. But these are logical questions. You don't have to study anything for this. It is just your reading and understanding of the question. For this type of question especially, you don't have to study anything. For the previous type of question like 2 marks also, don't have to study anything because you know how to, if given 3 or 4 numbers, you know to write down maxima, you know to write down minima. There is nothing extraordinary, there is nothing great here. Right? There is nothing great here. Okay, simple one. Tell the doubt, Rahul ji. Okay. Okay. Itne easy aate hain. That is what is the official question only, Raghu. Next one, guys. If a square plus b square plus c square is 1, then what is the value of ab plus bc plus ac? What is the value of it? Not exactly the value. It lies in what interval? ab plus bc plus ac lies in what interval? AB plus BC plus AC lies in what interval? Lies in what interval? Tell me. Dekho, it's not necessary to calculate the entire interval. Sometimes you can just go with the options and grab the 2 marks. A square plus B square plus C square, AB plus BC plus AC. This combined lies in which identity? It lies in the identity of A plus B plus C whole square actually, and that is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus twice of ab plus bc plus ca. Right. So from here, what is ab plus bc plus ca? That can be written as a plus b plus c whole square minus of a square plus b square plus c square whole divided by the 2. Whole divided by the 2. Now what is a plus b? Now I want, let's say, the minimum range, right? So what is the minimum such value of this? What will be the minimum value? Why I can guess the minimum value? Because the minimum value of squares is known to us. A plus b plus c whole square. The minimum value of any square can be 0. Square can't be negative. And a square plus b square plus c square, that is 1. Ye fixed hai 1. Divide by 2. So minimum value is half. So it can start with the value of minus half. Option number B. No need to spend time on, whether it is going up to 1 or 2 or 3 or 5. That also has a procedure. But discard. It lies in this interval. Minus half, etc. Minus half to, etc. Minus half to, etc. Done hai. Done, right? So we are able to match the options and grab the 2 marks easily. So it's on identity a plus b plus c whole square. Next question ki taraf move karte hain. If the list of the letters P, R, S, T, U is an arithmetic sequence AP, which of the following is an arithmetic sequence? Now actually if you go and study the progressions, these are the properties. Yeah, everything, even reasoning, data interpretation, all general aptitude questions we'll be discussing. Okay? Quant reasoning, spatial aptitude. Spatial aptitude 2015 mein nahi tha, but there are some questions related to that. Okay. Which one 0? So the minimum value of any square is always 0, na Rahul? Ranjit. Square cannot be negative. right? So guys, actually if you study AP, GP, these are some standard results. So either if you remember the results, you can write down the answer, right? If a set of numbers is in AP, right, multiplying the number by anything, 2p, etc., yeah, subtracting it, adding it by a common number makes it remain in AP. This is in AP, this is in AP, but the squares will not be in AP. Now the correct answer is B. Now I'm telling you, these are standard results of AP. But sir, if I don't remember the standard results that time, so I can imagine any AP, na? I can imagine any AP. Suppose, let's say an example, I take 2, 5, 8, 11. 4 numbers lete na, enough to consider 4 numbers, right? How can't say 2 to 3 hours? I can't say exactly. Let's see the Josh of, I'll cover all the questions, but the speed depends on the Josh of the students also, but 2 to 3 hours will be there. So 2, 5, 8, 11. Now if you make it into 2, what will be the result? Okay, what will be the result if you make it into 2? So that is 4, 10, 16, 22. Is it still a AP? Yes, common difference 6, 6, 6. Common difference 6, right? Common difference 6. Chalo. If you do minus 3 from all the numbers, so minus 1, 2, 5, 8. Again, this is the AP with the common difference of 3. Yes, but if you take the squares, of all, to 4, 25, 64, 121. Now, does it have a common difference? There the difference is 21. Suddenly the difference is huge. So it does not have any common difference. It does not have any common difference here, right? So this is not an AP. This is not an AP. Okay. So if you have studied the AP properly, these are standard results. If not, you can just take any random numbers, not necessary 4. You can even take 3 numbers and check the answer. At least take 3 numbers and check the options. Okay. This much effort you can do because it's a 2-marker question at the end of the day. ठीक है जी. Next question की तरफ जाते हैं. चलो. A good question from distance, speed and time. Speed, time and distance. A tiger is 50 leap of its own behind a deer. A tiger is 50 leaps of its own behind a deer. Right, a tiger is behind a deer. By how much margin? 50 leaps of its own. Tiger is 50 leap of its own. मतलब of tiger. 50 leaps of tiger. But what is 1 leap of tiger? अभी आगे पता चलेगा, right? The tiger takes 5 leaps per minute to the deer's 4. Matlab, as compared to deer, the tiger will take 5 leaps per minute, deer will take 4 leaps per minute. Per minute, how many leaps they take? But how much they cover in 1 leap? Tiger का jump ज़्यादा हो सकता है, deer का lump छोटा हो सकता है, और vice versa. That is what is the next thing. If the tiger and deer cover 8 and 5 meter per leap respectively, 1 leap is like 1 jump. 1 leap here is like 1 jump. So when tiger makes 1 jump, 1 run, how much it covers? It covers the 8 meter. Deer covers the 5 meter. Okay, so what is 50 leaps of tiger? 1 leap of the tiger is 8 meter. Right, so this is total 400 meters. So initially the distance between the tiger and deer is 400 meter. Okay, now let us consider their speeds. The speed of tiger is 5 leaps per minute, but the definition of leap is different for both. So I have to write down the final speeds here, right? If I want to write down with respect to tiger, 5 leaps per minute, but what is the meaning of leap for a tiger is 8 meter, right? So effectively, what is the speed of tiger? Deer is known as the 40 meter per minute. 40 meter per minute. But if I want to talk about the deer speed is 4. Tiger 5, deer 4. Right. So deer is having the speed of 4 leaps. In 1 minute, he will jump 4 leaps. But 1 leap of deer is 5 meters. That is also different. So this is 4 cross 5 meter per minute. And eventually, that is 20 meter per minute. That is equal to the 20 meter per minute. Okay, now both are running in the same direction. Of course, tiger is chasing deer, so they are running in the same direction. Deer will not automatically come towards tiger. आके नहीं बोलेगा कि मेरे को खा लो खा लो खा लो. नहीं, it is going to run away from the tiger. Tiger is running in the direction of deer to chase him. Okay, to chase. So both are running in the same direction. Both are running in the same direction. So what is their relative speed? Now I know their individual speed. What is the relative speed? So when two bodies are running in the same direction, the relative speed is the subtraction of their speed. So that is 20 meter per minute. If two bodies are running in the opposite direction, then their relative speeds are added. Okay guys, so we have a special guest with us. Welcome Mitesh. Right guys, so we have a special guest to boost your performance at 12:40 AM in the night. And Mitesh Khemani from Computer Science, All India rank 10 in the GATE 22. But what makes it more special, he got this All India rank 10 in the third year. All India rank in the third year. So guys, we have Mitesh with us. Everybody take a good motivation from him. Right, take a good motivation from him. Great motivation. Right. All India rank 10 in third year, Mitesh Khemani, Computer Science stream, and the rank is GATE 22, the current year. Okay, so he has to be a big motivation for you because you are just going to appear in the GATE examination. ठीक है, चलो बहुत बढ़िया. Yes. Okay, so what is the relative speed is 20, and now how much distance? Now once I have assumed relative speed, so now I can imagine that deer is stationary and only the tiger is moving. That is why we use the relative speed concept, right? So tiger has to cover how much of the distance? So time required by the tiger is the distance behind the deer divided by their relative speed. Okay, how much is the distance? 400. Relative speed is 20. So that is 20 minutes. What is the time taken? It is in minutes. That is 20 minutes. Right, that is 20 minutes. Question में क्या बोला है? How many meters tiger will have to run? So what is the distance, actual distance covered by tiger now with its own speed? So what is the actual distance covered by the tiger? Distance is speed into time. The speed of tiger is 40 and the time taken is 20. So that is going to be 800 meters. So what is the distance covered by tiger to catch the deer is 800 meters. What is the answer here is 800 meters, dear. What is the answer for the question is 800 meters. 800 meters, everybody. Cool hai? 800 meters, fantastic. Going ahead to the next question here. Good question, relative speed and distance concept. A cube side. Now guys, this is a GATE 15 2 marks question. Actually, this is a question based on cubes and dice. Cubes and dice actually come under spatial aptitude. So now this question has been categorized under a new category in the GATE, that is spatial aptitude. So questions based on cube, they are a part of spatial aptitude. It's normal logical question, but to be precise now, because now we have a new section, this can be put under the spatial aptitude. A cube side 3 units is formed using a set of smaller cubes of side 1 unit. So first of all, how many such cubes will be required? Right, how many such smaller cubes will be required? You have cube of side 1. Using them, you have to build the overall cube of side 3. Right, you can just match the volume. Now, what is the volume of a cube is a cube. What is the volume of the larger cube? 3 cross 3 cross 3. What is the volume of the available cube? 1 cross 1 cross 1. So how many cubes are actually required is 27. 27 smaller cubes will be there. How many number? 27. Find the proportion of the number of faces of the smaller cubes visible to those which are not visible. कितने दिखाई देंगे, कितने नहीं दिखाई देंगे? How many total faces will be there? Right? Yeah, great words of motivation. So it's a passion that can always make you achieve success in any area, in any field of life. So guys, last 2.5 months left. Be as passionate as you are right now studying at 12:45 live. Keep that passion and josh high even till the GATE exam day. Some great success will be yours. ठीक है, अब आ जाते हैं. Have a look into this picture actually. 3x3x3 cube. 3x3x3 cubes. So how many faces are there? Total faces. How many total faces are there? Visible or non-visible को छोड़ दीजिए. Every cube. There are total 27 cubes. Every cube has 6 faces. So this is 27 is multiplied by 6 and that should be the 162, dear. That should be the 162. ठीक है? That is 162. Now look into this. How many of the faces are visible? Right, this is visible, this is visible, this is visible. ये तो सामने दिख रहा है ना. How many faces are visible? It's easy to guess ना. How many faces are visible, dear? How many faces are visible? 6 on each side are visible ना. Simple logic है बाबा. There is no complication here. 6 on each side. Now what is the complication that you can create here? Maybe you are counting के इस cube के 3 faces हैं, then this has 2, then you separately count this. But why to do that? That effort is not required because 6 of every side, 6 faces of every side is visible, and we have total 6 sizes, 6 faces of the larger cube. So that makes it visible is how many? 6 is multiplied by these 9. 6 is multiplied by these 9. Right, total 6 sides and 9 per side, so visible are 54. So which of the faces are not visible? So that is the total 162 minus 54. These are not visible, that is 108. So what is the ratio of the visibles to the not visibles? 54 is to 108 is as 1 is to 2. This is as 1 is to 2. Simple logic hai na? Again, never be worried by looking at the question. Try to attempt this. Most of the questions will be converted by you. So the answer is 1 is to 2. The answer is 1 is to 2. The clear answer is 1 is to 2. Correct hai? Fantastic. Next question. Moving ahead to the next question. Here it is. This is done. Okay. Now, there was one more pattern in GATE 15 common, that was data sufficiency. That was the questions of data sufficiency. This was also commonly observed. 162 is the total number of faces. Of those 27 cubes. 27 cube. देखो ना, find the proportion of number of faces of the smaller cubes. So how many smaller cubes are there? 27, and every cube has 6 faces. So number of faces of smaller cubes is total 27 into 6. Chandrasekhar. ठीक है जी. Next, आगे की तरफ बढ़ते हैं. Next question is based on data sufficiency. Based on the given statement, select the most appropriate option to solve the given question. Question is, what will be the total weight of 10 poles each of same weight? It's actually a very simple question. What is the total weight of 10 poles each of same weight? What is the total weight of 10 poles each of the same weight? Each has to be of the same weight. Tell me. 1/4 of the weight of a pole is 5 kg. अच्छा, अब आपको आंसर नहीं बताना है what is the total weight of 10 poles. No, the intent is not getting the answer. Intent is there are 2 statements. Which of the statement is sufficient to answer the question? Maybe statement 1 alone is sufficient, or 2 alone is sufficient, or 1 or 2 both may be alone sufficient, yeah, both are combined together. Then only you can answer. What is that thing you have to figure out? Okay, now they have same weight. 1/4 of the weight of a pole. I will just answer this orally. 1/4 of the weight of a single pole is 5. So weight of a single pole is 20, and all are of the same weight. So weight of the 10 poles, 20 into 10, 200. So can you answer the question based on this? Yes, this itself is sufficient. So statement 1 alone is sufficient to solve the question. What about statement 2? Now when you are going for statement 2, for a moment forget the statement number 1. the total weight of these poles is 160 more than the total weight of the two poles. Okay, 160 kg, that means the total weight of these poles, that is 10W. This is 160 more than the total weight of two poles. Right, it is 160 more than 2W. So यहाँ से आ गया 8W is 160 and W is equal to 20. Right. This is 1/4 of the weight of a pole is 5. So from here also the weight is 20. Now this is the weight of an individual pole. We can calculate the weight of 10 poles because all are of the same weight. So यहाँ पे भी 20 tens are 200. So this is also sufficient to solve the question. So either 1 or 2. What is the correct option to be selected? It is either 1 or even 2 alone are sufficient. Both are not required. 1 is also sufficient to solve the question, or 2 is also sufficient to solve the question. Both are not required actually. Both are not required actually. Let's have a look at the next question now. Based on the given statements, select the most appropriate option to solve the given question. If two floors in a certain building are 9 feet apart, if two floors in a certain building are 9 feet apart, 9 feet apart. Now floors are, separated by height. Of course, it has to be height. So the height between two floors is 9 feet. How many steps are there in a set of stairs that extend from first floor to the second floor of the building? How many steps are there? I need to answer this. Okay, but actually I don't want the answer. To answer this question, which of the statement is required? Each step is 3 by 4 foot high. Okay, 3 by 4 foot high. So question is something like this. Okay. I need how many steps? I need the number of steps, right? What I need the number of steps. Right. Where this height is given to me. How much is this height? This is 9 feet. And the first statement says that each step is 3 by 4 foot high. Each step is 3 by 4 foot high. ये given है. Can you find out the number of steps now? Can you find out the number of steps? Yes, 9 feet divided by 3/4 of a foot. Yes, I can find out the number of steps. So 1 is sufficient. ये तो clear है. What about 2? Each step is 1 foot wide. Number 2 में बोला है each step is 1 foot wide. Right. Now suppose 1 is not given. For a moment, forget that 1. Okay, forget the statement 1. Only each foot is 1 foot wide. Right. Can you decide how many feet, how many steps are there? Right. I know the total height between first and second floor. Right. For that, I need the height of every step. If that is not given, the width of every step is not going to help me in finding the number. So this is second one is not sufficient. Right. This one is sufficient to solve the answer. Right. But the second one is not sufficient to solve the answer. Right. It is even not required in with something else. So the correct answer is statement 1 alone is sufficient. Statement 2 alone is not sufficient. Statement 2 alone is not sufficient. ठीक है? Option number A. Right. Previous में alone were sufficient. Both alone were sufficient. But here only statement number 1 alone is sufficient. ठीक है? Next question. 2 marks. Same data sufficiency. Data sufficiency. This is a pattern of the examination. You should focus that. The given question is followed by 2 statements. Select the most appropriate option that solves the question. Select the most appropriate option that solves the question. Capacity of a solution tank A is 70% of the capacity of the tank B. Right. Right. Let's say the capacity of tank A is X, capacity of the tank B is Y, and X is 70% of the Y, 0.7 Y. How many gallons of solution are there in tank A and tank B? Capacity bola hai, but how many is the current gallons? How many is what is the volume of solution in tank A and tank B? I need to answer this. What is the required information? Dhyan dena. Tank A is 80% full, tank B is 40% full. So if I go with the statement number 1, tank A is 80% full. So tank A is currently filled up to the level of 0.8x. Tank B is 40% full. That is 0.4 Y. But with this information, can I say how many gallons of solution is there? It is in terms of X and Y, and neither the total capacity is not given. That is also not given. So can I say what is the current level of the volume? No, I can't say. So this is not sufficient to answer the question. Second try करेंगे. Tank A, if full, contains 14,000 gallons of solution, right? तो ये तो हुआ not sufficient. What does the statement number 2 says? Tank A, if full, contains 14,000 gallons. So what is the meaning of this? If full matlab capacity. What is the capacity of tank A is X. So X they have given 14,000 gallons, right? 14,000 gallons. Now dear, accordingly I can calculate Y. That is 14,000 divided by 0.7. Okay, 14,000 is divided by 0.7. Right, 0.7, right? Otherwise with this relation तो y का भी आ गया, कितना हुआ? This is cancelled as 2, तो 2,000 और actually 20,000 हो गया. X and Y. Now I know the full capacity. अब देखो आप यहाँ पे, the question is how many gallons of solution are there? This is still the total capacity, so this is also not sufficient. Right? This is also not sufficient. अब if I mix it with the statement number 1, कि tank A is 80% full, tank B is 40% full. Now you have to again use the statement number 1 with this, right? Statement number 1. So 1 plus 2, if combined, I have got the capacity. X is 14,000, Y is 20,000, and if I combine with 1, how much is the current? In A, it is 0.8x. So I can calculate this. What is the current level in the B? B is 40% full. I know the value of Y, so I can calculate 40% of it. So my question is done. So I can tell you how many gallons is there in A and B. How many gallons, dear? How many gallons? So 0.8, 80% of 14,000. Kitna hona chahiye? This will be 11200, right? And this will be equal to 40% of Y, that is equal to 8,000. This is what is their current level. Correct hai na? Yeah, I think that is correct. Yeah, perfect. So we need both the statements together are sufficient. Alone, none of them is sufficient. Alone, neither one is sufficient nor 2 is sufficient. Okay, both are required to give this answer. यहाँ पे थोड़ा ज़्यादा effort लगा, that is why it is a 2-mark question. Both are together required. In the previous question, alone 1 was sufficient. In the previous to previous question, alone 1 or alone 2 were sufficient. But here alone वाला case ही नहीं है. Both are required. Aditya. Yeah, Aditya, that is what, if you get the motivation from this session, this is more than what learning the questions. Of course, you learn the questions, but if you get energy, if you get some, good interest, if you get this motivation, this session is even more worth. It makes even more sense for me. Right. ठीक है. Just a moment. Yeah, that's it. Done. Chalo, next question. Moving ahead to the next question. How many? Okay. Regular, expected question. Counting, permutation, combination. Practice karo, practice. Tell me. How many 4-digit numbers can be formed with the 10 digits 0 to 9 if no numbers start with 0? Of course, even if not mentioned, that has to be assumed, because if a number starts with 0, 4-digit bola hai na, 0, 1, 2, 3 is 1, 2, 3. So that is not a 4-digit number then. So of course, even if not mentioned, number should not start with 0. Ye by default aapko assume karna padega, right? If no number can start with 0, and repetitions are not allowed. Very simply, if you are in the practice of PNC, बहुत easily ये solve होगा. I have 4-digit numbers. How many digits I have? I have 4 digits. Or these are known as the levels of the problem. You need to decide the value of the 4 levels, right? What is the number of choices at each level? What is the number of choices at each level? Tell me. What is the number of choices at each level? The first number cannot be 0. So how many choices are there? There are total 10 digits. But first cannot be 0. I have 9 digits. Right? 9 digits. Now, how many in the second position? How many in the second position? I have 4 digits actually. So how many in second? Now second can contain anything. It can contain 0 also. But repetition is not allowed. Right, so it cannot contain that digit which is already occupied by the first one. So I have 9 possibilities here. What is this 9? 10 minus 1, because repetition is not allowed. Right, why this is 9? Why this was 9? Because I have to exclude 0 from the first position. Why this is 9? Because repetition not allowed, na? So I have to subtract 1. I can't reuse that. I can't reuse. Now when I go to the third place, 2 of the digits are fixed, repetition not allowed, so both these cannot be used. So यहाँ पे आएगा 8. Right, now 3 digits are fixed, I cannot use those 3, so 10 minus 3, I have 7 options. So this is 10 minus 3, this is 10 minus 2. So what is your answer eventually? It is the product of number of choices. I need to decide all 4 digits. So 9 options multiplied by 8 multiplied by 7. How much should be the answer? Quickly wrap up this. 4536. 4536. 4536, dear. 4536 is the correct answer for the question. 4536 is the correct answer. Yeah, if repetition was allowed, then 9 into 10 into 10 into 10. First में always you'll reduce 1 because first cannot be 0. लिख देते हैं यहाँ पे. Guys, suppose if they change the statement and if they say repetition allowed, right, then your answer will be first. Anyways, you have to exclude 0. But then second can take all 10 positions. ना repetition allowed है, ये जो बना है ये भी reuse हो जाएगा. Right, even next you can use all 10 options. Next also you can use all 10 options. Then your answer is straight away more. 9000 is the answer then. 9000 is the answer. Achha, now think logically. If nothing is mentioned, about the repetition, they say how many 4-digit numbers can be found with the 10 digits, right? With the 10 digits. यहाँ पे question stop हो सकता है. Even this is not required. No number should start with 0. By default, you have to understand. If a number starts with 0, it will not be a 4-digit number. And if repetition is not allowed, then what is the by default assumption you can take? Think, you need to make 4-digit numbers, na? 6611. Is it a 4-digit number or not? 6611. Is it a 4-digit number? Yes, sir. Is this repetition allowed? Yes, sir. So by default repetition allowed है. 6611 का even 6666 is a 4-digit number. All 4 can be repeated. आप बोलिए. So if nothing was mentioned, I will take repetition allowed. All 4 digit number. All possible 4-digit numbers. All possible 4-digit numbers. ठीक है? All possible 4-digit numbers. चलो अब इसी के साथ चलेंगे अगले क्वेश्चन की तरफ. Very simple question of the counting. This is a very simple question of the counting. Guys, answer this one quickly. 5 teams have to compete in a league with every team playing every other team exactly once before going to the next round. How many matches will have to be held before completing the league round of the matches? Right. So for every match, right, one match requires 2 teams. So how many matches? Total number of matches can be made by selecting any 2 teams out of 5. Any 2 teams out of the 5 available teams, and 5C2 ka value will be coming up as 10. Simple answer. Simple answer. Simple question, simple answer. और आप इसको ऐसे देख सकते हो. Or the other logic is there are 5 teams A, B, C, D, E. Right? A can play with B, C, D, E, right? So suppose if you fix A, right, how many matches will be there for the team A? 4 matches, right, with B, C, D, E. Now fix B. Now B and A versus B या B versus A तो same हुआ ना, India versus Pakistan या Pakistan versus India. It is one match only ना. It is one match. Each team playing every other team exactly once, not more than one also, right? So B has already counted with A. So now B with C, D, E. 3 more matches. 3 more matches. बन गया, right? Now think about C. C versus B, C versus A. वो ऊपर count हो गया है. तो C has now matches with D and E left. 2 more matches, sir. What about D? D has the match with E only, right? And that is 1. Count total, that is 10. Finish. Count total. But the simplest way is 5C2 because one match is comprising of 2 teams, right? There are 5 teams. So number of matches is the selection of any 2 teams. In how many ways you can select 2 teams out of 5? In how many ways you can select 2 teams out of 5, right? Yes. Handshake and all, my same concept is coming. Okay, Pramit. Chalo. When only selection will matter, Nivesh. As I told you, na, India versus Pak, Pak versus India is one match, na. It doesn't matter what you select first. When ordering will matter, then permutation comes, Nivesh. When ordering will matter, right? But when only selections, A versus B is same match as B versus A. Okay, so only combination. Combination refers to pure selection. Permutations refers to selection and arrangement. But here arrangement is not required because A versus B is same as B versus A. Okay? Next question. This was a simple one. Next question. So PNC and probability questions on a simpler level were there in the 2015 examination, IIT Kanpur examination. Okay, ji. Tell me, given the set A and set B, 2 numbers are randomly selected, one from each set. 2 numbers are selected, but ek karke, one from each set. What is the probability that sum of the 2 numbers is equal to 16? What is the probability that sum of the 2 numbers is equal to 16? And that is 2 plus, if I select 2 from here, next se aa jayega 14. So it is 2 plus 14. और that is equal to, अगर first से 3 लिया तो 3 plus 13 और 4 plus 12 और 5 plus 11. 2, 3, 4, 5. Any one you can select. Now, what is the possibility of selecting any one number? Suppose 2. The possibility is 1 by 4. Right? If you select 2 from here, you have to select 14. Selecting one number out of 5. Selecting one number out of 5 has the probability 1 by 5. Same is repeated for all. Same, right? So what is the overall probability of making this happen? It is the addition of all probabilities. 1 by 4 into 1 by 5 added 4 times, so actually multiply by 4. So your answer is 1 by 5, or that is the 0.2. Your answer is only 0.2, option number A. 1 marker, simple question. Okay. Nah, rank up maybe not, Pramit. Okay. But you can refer to previous my mathematics classes. Okay, the correct answer is A, that is 0.2. The correct answer is A, that is 0.2. Simpler one. Next question. If you are enjoying at this midnight hours, it is 1 hour 6 a.m. Do show your attendance, do show your josh by hitting the like button. इतने जोश के साथ होना चाहिए at the 1 hour 6 a.m. Simple question again of probability for 1 mark. Simple question of probability. Everybody attempt this. Ram and Ramesh appeared in an interview for 2 vacancies in the same department. In the same department, sir. The probability of Ram's selection is 1 by 6 and that of Ramesh is 1 by 8. What is the probability that only one of them will be selected? Only one selected. Only one selected. Means if Ram selected, Ramesh not selected. If Ramesh selected, Ram not selected. Only one has to be selected here. Only one has to be selected. only one has to be selected. Chalo, only one has to be selected. Chalo, done hai? What is that one? Let's start now. What is that one? Okay, so Ram, not Ramesh. Very simply I can solve na. एक बार में लाइन करते थे. Only one selected. Suppose Ram is selected. What is the probability for Ram selection? 1/6. If Ram is selected, Ramesh is not selected. So selection Ramesh 1/8. Not selection 7/8. Or ऐसा नहीं बोले कि Ram ही select होना चाहिए. Anyone selected, right? So either Ram is not selected now. So Ram is not selected 5/6, but Ramesh should be selected. That is 1/8. So this is total 7 plus 5. Common denominator is 48. So this is 12 is divided by 48, and that is 1/4. Option number B stands out to be a simple question again. Simple question. Now Pranav, just recheck the calculations once. It's option number B, 1/4. 12/48. Maybe slight error in calculation. Just check it out. Okay. Yes, B is the very correct answer. The probability was there in GA, but on a simpler level. Okay, on a simpler level. यहाँ पे आते हैं. Right. Now this is a good. This is a probability good question. इसको थोड़ा सा better question बोलेंगे. It's a 2-marker question at the same time. A coin is tossed thrice. Let X be the event that head occurs in each of the first 2 tosses. Let X be the event that head occurs in each of the first 2 tosses. So according to the X, right? पहले हम coin की बात करते हैं. Coin is tossed how many times? Coin is tossed thrice actually. The coin is tossed thrice. Right. Let X be the event that head occurs in each of the first 2 tosses. Head occurs in each of the first 2 tosses. Third is unknown. Let Y be the event that a tail occurs on the first toss. Dash dash tail. Y only talks about the third. Okay. Let Z be the event that 2 tail occurs in 3 tosses. Let Z be the case that 2 tails occurs in 3 tosses. 2 tails anywhere. Anywhere. So that means it can be broken 2 tails. So it can be TT dash, or it could be T dash T, or it could be dash TT. 2 tails occur anywhere in the 3 tosses. Okay. The only difference, Chandrasekhar, probability in maths will also involve distribution types of question. Rest, basically it is same, but distribution type of questions are more in maths. Like Poisson, normal distribution, binomial distributions, uniform distributions, exponential distributions. Okay, now which of the events are dependent or independent, ये highlight करना है. And if 2 events are independent, forget X, Y, Z. If 2 events are independent, A and B, right, are independent. If A and B are independent, then probability of their intersection, P of A intersection B, is PA into PB. That is the result you can use. That is the result you can use. So now what is their individual probabilities, dear? What is their individual probability? What should be the probability of X? First and second head, third can be anything, right? So first में head आया 1/2, second में head आया 1/2, third can be anything, either head or tail. So third का कोई अभी probability लेना ही नहीं है. So this is 1/4. What about the probability of the event Y? First can be anything, second can be anything. What do you want in Y? Tail in the third. Tail in the third. What is the probability of a tail? 1/2. So this is simple, 1/2. Third वाला case, what is the probability of Z? Tail in the 2 tosses, right? Tail in the 2 tosses. So first toss 1/2, second toss 1/2, third is don't care, right? The probability of 2 tails is actually 1/4. Probability of 2 tails is actually 1/4 here. 1/4, right? But this is how many times? This is how many times? This is having 3 number of cases. So this is 3/4, right? This is 3/4. Oh, sorry. 2 tails in 3 tosses, na? 2 tails in 3 tosses. Clearly, 1 second, let me read. Let Z be the event that 2 tails occur in the 3 tosses, right? 2 tails आया है, तो of course 2 tails आया है, तो in the 3 tosses, so this one is a head. That is very clear. So now this is 1/2 into 1/2 into 1/2, right? Tail, tail, head, tail 1 by 2, tail 1 by 2, head 1 by 2, and this can be having 3 number of cases. So this is actually 3 by 8. I'm sorry for that. This is 3 by 8. But X wale mein different tha. X head occurs in each of the first 2 tosses. What about the third? Third mein head nahi aaya, aisa nahi bola. Third may be head or tail. But in the third Z event, it is very clear. 2 tails in 3 tosses. So of course, third is a head. Okay, but where is that head? It can have 3 cases. Okay, I know the individual probability. Now, let us take the X intersection Y. Everybody, if I try to take the common, for independence, I have to check intersection wala probability. So if I take the X intersection means and X and Y, take the intersection. So X ne bola first 2 head, Y says tail on the third. So when you combine both, you get a pattern, HHT, right? So when you combine both, you get the pattern, and that is HHT. So dear, what is the X intersection Y? Is HHT. So what is the probability of X intersection Y? Is 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Now all the positions are fixed, so this is 1 by 8. Is it equal to Px Py? 1 by 4 into 1 by 2. So this can be broken as 1 by 4 into 1 by 2, right? That is equal to Px Py. That is equal to the Px Py. So are X and Y independent? Are X and Y independent? Bilkul. This is very clear that X and Y are independent of each other, because probability of X intersection Y is Px Py is Px Py. So X and Y are not independent. ये तो false हो गया. They are independent, right? अब बाकी Y and Z या X and Z पे deduce करना है. तो A is not correct. So abhi we can't conclude the answer. X and Y are independent, right? Now Y and Z, let's check the B and C. What is the story with Y and Z? I have to take their intersection. Okay, so dear, be ready for the next intersection, that is Y and Z. What is the common of Y and Z? What is the common of Y and Z? Y says tail on the third and Z says 2 tails. Y says that tail on the third. Y ने बोला कि third पे तो tail होना चाहिए, but Z says 2 tails have to be there, only 2 tails. So where is that second tail? Right? Where is that second tail? ये fix है, right? So it is THT or it could be HTT. Tail on the third is fixed and total 2 tails are fixed, right? So where is that second tail? First or second position. So there are 2 cases left now. What is the probability of Y intersection Z? What is the probability of Y intersection Z? So THT 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and same HTT is 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So total 2 times it is coming. So this answer is 1 by 4. Is it equal to PZ PY now? PY PZ. Is it equal to PY PZ? 1 by 2 and 3 by 8. When you multiply 1 by 2 and 3 by 8, you are going to get 3 by 16. So is it equal to PYPZ? This is not equal to PYPZ. This is not equal to PYPZ. That means Y and Z are not independent. Y and Z, they are not independent, so they are dependent. Y and Z are not independent. Y and Z are not independent. So Y and Z are dependent. B हो गया, tick mark, finish. Now B or C में से सिर्फ B correct है, no need to check D. Only one option correct. It's a MCQ question right now. Only one option is correct. Option number B. Only one option. That is the option number B is the very correct option. Only one option. Option number B is the correct answer, dear. Is the correct answer. Next question. Next question. Okay. So this is a good question. Okay, this is a good question. Next की तरफ जाते हैं हम लोग. Okay, GATE 15 2 marks, a logical Venn diagram and followed by one more probability question. I don't see a chance of MSQ. They have not mentioned, but as per the previous patterns, they are only fixing MCQs in the probability session. They are only fixing the MCQs. Okay, Prince. But yeah, we can't say it by surety, but most likely no. There are 16 teachers who can teach thermodynamics, 11 who can teach electrical sciences, and 5 who can teach both thermodynamics and electrical mechanics. Engineering mechanics. There are a total of 40 teachers. 6 cannot teach any of the 3 subjects, EM, ES or TD. 6 can teach only ES, 4 can teach all 3 subjects, 4 can teach ES and TD. How many can teach both ES and EM but not TD? Venn diagram, logical Venn diagram आएगा यहाँ पे. You have to solve it by a logical Venn diagram. This is the total subset and there are 3 types of subjects coming up. There are the 3 types of subjects. One is the thermodynamics, one is the engineering science, one is the engineering mechanics. Okay. There are a total of 40, right? Let's say this is thermodynamics, this is engineering sciences, this is engineering mechanics. क्या बोला है? 6 cannot teach any of the 3 subjects. 6 will be outside all the 3 golas. 6 is outside all. 6 cannot teach any, right? Now पहले काम की चीज बात करते हैं. 4 can teach all 3 subjects. So this is 4. 4 can teach all 3 subjects, but at the same time they see 4 can teach ES and TD. Now in the logical Venn diagram, 4 can teach ES and TD. 4 can teach ES and TD. So what is the common of ES and TD? Everybody, what is the common of ES and TD? This is what is the common to ES and TD. They can teach ES and TD, right? What about EM? May or may not be. When I say na, they can teach ES and TD. When I say they can teach ES and TD, so it may be either this portion or either a portion where they can teach EM also. They can teach ES and TD. Whether they teach EM or not, that is not required. That is not sufficiently we can say here. Na? So when they teach TD and ES, either this portion or this portion, both can be taken. So how many teach? How many teach? कहाँ गया? How many teach? 4 can teach all the 3 subjects. वो लिख दिया है. 4 can teach ES and TD, right? So this should also be 4, right? But 4 is already written here. So यहाँ पे कितना आएगा? 0. How many can teach TS and ED but not EM? Is 0. Is 0. ये 2 subject combination 0 है. Next, there are 16 teachers who can teach thermodynamics. Now when I say thermodynamics, it is the total of thermodynamics. It is the total of thermodynamics and total will be 16, right? Total will be 16. So let's say this is A, this is B, right? A and B individually अगर break करें तो A plus B plus 4 plus 0. This is total thermodynamics, that is equal to the 16. That is equal to 16. एक relation यहाँ से आएगा. What else is there we can use here? 11 who can teach electrical sciences and 5 can teach both TD and EM. पहले इसको complete करते हैं. 5 can teach TD and EM. Sir, where is TD and EM? Common to TD and EM is this portion. TD and EM. This is the common portion. And how many can teach TD and EM? 5. Right. Out of those 5, 4 can teach all 3. So how many will be in the 2 combination? B का value भी पता है. B is equal to 1. B का value पता है sir. So no, let's not take B. B is equal to 1. B is equal to 1. What else is there? Now 11 can teach electrical sciences. तो इसका पूरा 11 है. Right, this is total 11. So let's say this is B here, this is C. और देख लेते हैं. 5 can teach, ये use कर लिया. There are total of 40. This is used. 6 cannot teach any of the 3 subjects is used. 6 can teach only ES. Okay. One more information. 6 can teach only ES. So this is also known to me. This is 6. ये वाला जो students है ना, who can only teach ES. Who can only teach ES. This portion is equal to the 6. This portion is 6. So now this be unknown, this be unknown. Okay. So how many can teach engineering sciences? 11. So let us take the circle of engineering sciences, that is 0 plus 4 plus B plus 6 is equal to 11. 11 can teach engineering sciences. So यहाँ से A और B आ गया. From the first equation I get A, that is 11. From the second I am getting B and that is equal to 1. Okay. Now question is, how many can teach both ES and EM? Both ES and EM but not TD. Both ES and EM, यही तो आंसर था, but not ED. This is the required region. This is what is the required region actually. This is what is the required region actually, which is B here. This is the required portion. This is the question. The answer is 1. How many can teach ES and EM but not TD? So common of 2 but not the common of all 3. This is the required question. And B is equal to 1. Correct answer for the question is option number A. That is 1. Venn diagram, 2 marks. Efforts we had 2 marks ke like. We give the efforts like 2 marks. Right. Only thing missing is C. How many can teach only EM? How many can teach only thermodynamics? ये भी पूछ लेते guys. How many can teach only thermodynamics? The answer will be A, that is equal to 11. What about C? अगर मैं एक और question place करूं, right? Question. How many can teach only thermodynamics? So what will be your answer? Answer is A, that is equal to 11. Next question they can put like this. How many can teach only the engineering mechanics? How many can teach only engineering mechanics? So that is equal to C. But what is the C equal to? What is the C equal to? What is the C? To calculate C, I have to use the total, right? So 6 outside plus A plus 1 plus 4 plus 6 plus B plus C. This is total 40. This is total 40, right? So 6 plus A का value है 11 plus 1 plus 4 plus 6 plus B is 1 plus C is equal to 40. So यहाँ से C निकाल लेंगे. C will turn out to be, this is 17, 18, 22, 28, 29. So C will be 11. C will be the 11. वो भी आ जाएगा. So this can also be the variety. How many can teach only thermodynamics? How many can teach only engineering mechanics? They can ask anything. Okay. Rest all data is given. You have to read each and every information carefully and give the answer. Okay. It's a well-deserved 2-mark question, and with the correct answer is A. Right. Now, linked with this Venn diagram. Okay. This is the logical Venn diagram. Okay. This is based on the logical Venn diagram type case. Moving ahead out of this, there is a question related to probability, but again on 3 events: maths, physics, chemistry. So one such flavor I will leave you as homework. This is again a good question combining the Venn diagram of 3 events to be mixed with probability. Solve it using Venn diagram. That will be easy. Okay, please read this and try to attempt this. This one question is homework for you. This one question is homework for you, and solve it after the class, maybe tonight or tomorrow, whenever you feel time. It's maybe late after the session. Whenever you solve it, do mention the answer in the comment box after the video gets over. Video khatam hone ke baad, do mention the answer in the comment box. Okay, next question. Moving ahead to the next question here. Okay, very famous, very popular geometry and mensuration questions. The geometry and mensuration questions, even more common now. 14-15 से तो ये सिलसिला start हुआ था. They started asking mensuration geometry with a good frequency, but nowadays even higher frequency. This is a very simple 2-marker question of mensuration. In the given figure, Q is a right angle. PS is to QS is 3:1, right? PS is to QS is 3:1. तो यहाँ पे फिगर लेते हैं. PS is to QS is 3:1. So let's say PS is equal to 3K, QS is equal to K. Like ratio we break, na, multiple of 3 and multiple of 1. RT is to QT is 5:2. So RT is to QT is 5:2. So let this be 5K, no, 5L and 2L. Don't use the same name here, K. So 5L and 2L, 5:2. And PU is to UR. PU is to UR is 1:1. Right, so KLM, let's say 1:1 means 1 into M, 1 into M. So they are equal. Area of the triangle QTS. Area of the triangle QTS. अगर इसकी बात करें, this area is given to you. The area of the triangle QTS, which is half into base into height. This area is how much? 20 centimeters square. 2 से 2 cancel. So you have KL equal to 20. What should be the area of the triangle? Area of the triangle PQR. PQR, that is the full triangle. Area of the triangle PQR, that is also a right angle triangle. Directly let's use half into base. Base कितना हुआ? 4K multiplied by the total height 5 plus 2 7L, right? So this is 28 by 2 14 KL, but the value of KL is 20, so 14 times 20, the answer has to be 280. Done hai? The answer has to be 280 square centimeter. This is simple, right? The answer is 280. The answer is 280. Simple one. Simple one. Mensuration question of 2 marks just on the area of triangle. The lengths are not perfectly given, but they are given in ratios, and those ratios were sufficient to get the answer. Sufficient to get the answer. Next one. Next, again a simple geometry question. In a triangle PQR, PS is the angle bisector. This PS is the angle bisector of angle QPR. Okay, matlab these two angles will be same. And angle QPS is 60, right? These two are same, so if this is 60, another one is also 60. What is the length of PS? What is the length of PS? Only these two angles are given, and PS is the angle bisector. ये perpendicular होगा जरूरी नहीं है. Don't look into the picture. What is given? PS is the angle bisector. PS is the angle bisector. Let's come here. Right? PS is the angle bisector. So these two angles are same. If one is 60, another is also 60. So total is 120. We will use the area of triangle here to obtain. Now area of triangle, one of the formula you have seen in the previous question only. Half into base into height. One of the very basic formula. Another formula for area of triangle. Another formula for area of triangle. I'll show you here. Right. So I am going to use the fundamental that area of the entire triangle, that is QPR, of the bigger triangle QPR will be equal to the area of the triangle QPS plus the area of the triangle RPS. Area of the triangle RPS. QPS and RPS का add होगा. QPS and RPS will be added. Okay. Now, what is area of triangle? It can also be one of the formula half AB cos C. I mean, let us use the area of triangle QPR as half RQ into sine of the angle between them. Half AB sin C, that is what I told, na? Half AB sin C. I'll just show you this formula here. Suppose this is any triangle A, B, C, right? This is length A, side opposite to the angle A. This is length C, and this is length B. What is the area of this triangle given by? This is as per the sine rule, and the area of this triangle is given by half AB. AB. Now, what is the angle between them? Is the angle C. So when you take the product of AB, you can use sine C. Half AB sine C, or this is equal to half. Suppose you use BC. What is the angle between them? Is A, so sine of A. Or one more formula is, suppose you use AC. So what is the angle between them? Is B, so half AC sine B. Half AC sine B. Okay, so here I am using RQ because I know this angle 120 degree. That is why I am using RQ. So half RQ sine 120 degree is equal to area of triangle QPS. Now QPS mein which angle to be used? You know 60 degree angle. To use this angle. If you use this angle, you will use R into PS, and PS is the required value. Right. So this is half into R into PS into sine 60 degree plus area of triangle RPS. And again you know the 60 degree angle. So what sides to be used? Q into PS into sine of 60 degree. into sine of 60 degree. Now let's use the value, right? Let's substitute half r q sine 120 degrees is half r ps sine 60 degree is also half, oh sorry, sine 60 degree है ना, root 3 by 2, and sine 120 degree is also root 3 by 2. Sine 120, sine 180 minus 60, so that is root 3 by 2, right? Plus half q ps into sine 60 degree, that is again root 3 by 2. So देखो, root 3 by 2 is cancelled throughout, half is also cancelled, r बच जाएगा यहाँ पे, right? ps will be common. Okay, so if you take this here ना, इसको left में ले लोगे, so if you cancel all the terms, you are left with rq, and that is equal to right hand side ps can be taken common, you only have r plus q. So what should be the ps? It is rq divided by the r plus q. It is the rq divided by r plus q. rq divided by r plus q. Option number B it is. Option number B. Done. rq is divided by the r plus q. That is the option number B. Okay dear. So moving ahead to the next question then. Moving ahead to the next question. Right angle triangle. Now this is a question which is focused on geometry as well as counting. Really good question. This one is a very good question, one of the best of 2015. Right angle triangle PQR is to be constructed in the XY plane so that the right angle is at P and the line PR is parallel to the X axis. The X and Y coordinates of PQR should be integers only. That makes it little simpler. The coordinates are only integers and they are in the range X is -4 to 5, Y is between 6 to 16. How many different triangles could be constructed with these properties? Now, they have focused on the point P. P is right angle and PR is parallel to the X axis. PR is parallel to the X axis. PR is parallel to the X axis. First, let me give you a little bit description here, then we will start solving the problem. X is in the range -4 से 5, Y is in the range. Okay, तो इसको थोड़ा सा शिफ्ट करेंगे, better. अरे come on, ये हाथ ही नहीं आ रही थी. Now I have grabbed that. Okay, so the X is in the range dear. The X is in the range some -4 up to the 5. Okay, some -4 up to the 5. Y is in the range 6 to 16. 6 to 16. Okay, and they are each of the point taken has to be integer only. ठीक है जी, has to be integer only. P is the right angle and the PR is parallel to the X axis. So this is R, this is P. PR is parallel to the X axis. P is the right angle. So what about Q? Right. Now actually there are 4 cases. Right. This is Q. Right. But there can be 4 cases actually. Right. There can be the 4 cases. It could be like this as I have drawn. Only thing is PR should be parallel, और भाई R left की तरफ भी तो हो सकता है ना. P is the right angle and PR is parallel to the X axis, so that is also a possibility. Or the next possibility is same direction of PR but Q can be downside. भाई Q नीचे की तरफ भी तो हो सकता है, right? This can be Q or reverse PR again. So these are the 4 types of shapes you can obtain, but we don't require the 4 types of shape. Okay, the solution lies very simple. If you talk about the point P, the solution can be simple if you fix the point P first of all. So the point P, the point P can be anywhere. Now because the PR is parallel to x-axis, so what you can vary for the point P? What you can vary for the point P, what is important here? Now let's come to the next one to understand this. Okay, let's say this is the x-axis. Let me only write down the x-axis, and let's say if this is the point P, x comma y, let's say this is the point R, that is x2 comma y, right? Because it is parallel to the x-axis. Okay, y will remain same. So let's say this is x1. Parallel to x-axis, the y coordinate of P and R will remain to be the same. P and R will remain to be the same. That is clear. And P is a right angle triangle. P is the right angle triangle. So if I talk about Q, because of this right angle configuration, जो PQ है, that is parallel to y-axis, whatever may be the picture, PQ is parallel to the y-axis. If this is parallel to the y-axis, it will have the same x coordinate, but इसका y different होगा. It will have the same parallel to y-axis, so x will be same. Okay, y will be different. Okay. So, first of all, can you fix this x1? Can you fix this x1? What can be the range of values that you can select for x1? Right. What is the range of values that you can select for the x1? Point P की बात कर लेते हैं. What is the range of ways of selecting x1? x1 is between -4 to 5. Right. -4 less than equal to x1 less than equal to 5. The range is given for x-axis -4 to 5. So how many? There are total 10 ways. There are total 10 ways of fixing x1. There are total 10 ways of fixing x1, of fixing the x1, right? What about x2 then? What about x2 then? What about the x2? How many values will be there for x2? Right, so if I talk about x1, there are the 10 ways. So what about the x2 then? What about the x2? How many ways will be there for x2? Think na. Only thing is, you can't make the x1 and x2 equal. You can't make them equal. That is the only difference. Because if you make them equal, the triangle is lost. This is a line. Right, and if you make P and R, इनका x अगर आपने same किया, this also becomes a point and then it shrinks to a line. It is no longer a triangle. Okay, so both the coordinates cannot be same. Right, so x2 cannot be equal to x1. So there will be 10 minus 1 ways. Rest all coordinates it can use. Na? It can be 1 unit right or it can be minimum 1 unit left. Okay, so how many cases can come up here? 9 ways. How many ways can come up here? That is the 9 ways. How many ways? 9 ways. Why -1? Why -1? Because x2 cannot be equal to the x1. x2 cannot be equal to the x1. Right. Now, what about the y1 for the point P? पहले point P को fix करते हैं. So, for the same point P, what about the range of y1? What about the range of y1? What about the range of y1? y1 का range कितना होगा? तो y1, okay, y1 can be anywhere between 6 to 16. 6 is less than equal to y1 less than equal to 16. So y1 has how many ways? 16 minus 5. There are the 11 ways. There are the 11 ways for the y1. There are the 11 ways for the y1. There are the 11 ways for the y1. ठीक है. So what about y2 then? What about the y2? What about the y2? Okay, जो y2 है, again, only thing is y2 and y1 cannot be same, otherwise the 2 points will be shrinked to 1. So how many ways will be here? 11 minus 1 ways. So for y2 you will have the 10 number of ways, right? Why less 1? Because y2 cannot be equal to the y1. Okay, so यहाँ पे 10 ways आएगा. Now the final story. So point P can be selected in how many ways? To fix the point P, you need to fix x1, y1. To fix the point P, you need to fix the x1, y1. So how many ways of fixing x1, y1? Right, x1 का 10 है, y1 का 11 है. So point P can have 10 into y way, 10 into 11, 110 ways. There are 110 ways of selecting the point P. Now once you fix the point P, dear, once you fix the point P, after fixing the point P, you need to fix R, and for R you only need, you only need x2. y1 तो fix है. y1 तो fix है. Let me write down here with their coordinates proper, right? With their coordinates, so easy to understand. P is x1 y1. So x1 का 10 ways है, y1 का 11 ways है, तो 10 into 11 ways. But when I go to the r, it is x1, sorry, it is x2 comma y1 comma y1. So y1 is already fixed. Only x2 has to be fixed. That is 9 ways. That is 9 ways. Why only 9 ways? Because you need to fix only x2. Only x2. Right. If I come to the point Q, now what is the point Q? x1 comma y2. x1 comma y2. तो x1 तो fix है ना dear. x1 तो fix है. You need to only worry about the y2. And how many ways are there for the y2? That has 10 ways. That has the 10 ways. Why 10? Because I only need to fix the y2. x1 तो ऊपर से fix हो चुका है. So what is the total number of ways of doing this? Right? What are the total number of ways of doing it? Right? First, after fixing p, to fix p I have 110 ways. For every value of p, there are 9 ways of selecting the r. There are 9 ways of selecting the r. So 110 into 9, 990. For every p are selected, there are 10 ways of selecting the point q. Right? So multiplied by 10. So 990 into 10, 9900 is the answer. 9900 is the answer, dear. 9900 is the answer. Nine double zero is the answer. 9900 is the answer. 9900. Option number C. Correct hai? So the next, moving ahead to the next, 9900 is the answer. One of the very good questions of 2015, I can say. One of the very good questions, probably the best, because you need to apply some counting logic. You also need to apply, okay, you need to apply some counting logic. You also need to apply some geometry basics. Geometry बहुत कम है, mostly it is counting. Geometry is just a right angle triangle. What are the ways you can fix it up? Very basic geometrical logic. Mostly it is the counting logic. Moving ahead to the next question. Yeah, this is also a good question from the geometry and mensuration part. From a circular sheet of paper of radius 10 centimeter, a sector of 10% area is removed. Okay, a sector of 10% area is removed first of all from a circular sheet of paper. 10%. What does 10% corresponds to? ये देख लेना. What does the 10% what does that 10% corresponds to? What does that 10% corresponds to? Right? What is the 100% angle in a circle is 360 degree. So what is the 10%? That is 36 degree. Okay, so this should be the 36 degree. So 36 degree portion is removed. That 36 degree portion is removed. इसको remove कीजिए. This is removed. Okay. The remaining part is used to make a conical surface. What is the ratio of the radius and height of the cone? So when you convert this into the cone, yes. So see guys, BYJU'S Exam Prep team, our backend team also, not only me at the front end teaching, but you see our backend YouTube team also live at this point of time. To motivate you, to cheer you up. They are also live into the comment box. Okay, so it's not only the front end team, but the back end team for any sessions to make successful at this point of time, right? It is the students, it is the faculty, it is the back-end team, it is the entire operations team. Okay, if something goes bad by chance, video team is also available, one person that, if something goes bad, he will take care of it. Okay, chalo. So ab dekho, how do you make it into cone? These two are going to be joined, and when these two going to be joined, that becomes the slant height, something like this. Okay, so when this is a random picture taken, so when you join these two, this up makes the slant surface. This makes the slant surface. So if this is S को हटा देते हैं. Okay, right. Let me remove this S. Let's say this is the radius of the circle. Radius of the circle given it, that is 30, right? That radius here will actually become the slant height. Okay, because you join, and that becomes the slant height of the cone, and that is equal to the R. This is known to us. What is the ratio of the radius of the height? What is the ratio of the height and the radius? Radius and the height, sorry. Radius and height. Okay, this is small r, तो इसको हम capital R बोल देते हैं. So this is the slant height, that is equal to capital R, where capital R is the value known to us, 30 centimeter, because the radius of the circle is 30 centimeter. 30 centimeter. But who is making this cone? The remaining part is used to make a conical surface. That means what is the total area of the conical surface? Curved surface area of the conical surface should be equal to the area of the remaining sector. So what is the area of this sector? What is the area of the remaining sector? What is the area of this remaining sector? What is its area? What is the total area of a surface? What is the total surface area of this circle? That is pi r square, and this, let's say the radius is capital R. Already I have written this capital R. Okay, the area is pi r square, but we are left with 90%. We are left with 90%. 10% area is removed. So we are left with 90%. We are left with the 90%. Using this surface only, the cone has been constructed. So what should be the surface area of the cone? Okay, what should be the curved surface area? Bottom se ye hollow rahega, right? What is the curved surface area of a cone? What is the formula for a curved surface area of a cone? It is pi RL. The formula for curved surface area of a cone is known as the pi RL. Pi RL, right? That is pi into R into capital R. So first of all, equate both of them. That 90% area, 0.9 pi r square, this should be equal to pi into small r into capital R, right? So one of the capital R is cancelled. 0.9 into pi into 30 will be equal to pi into r. Pi also cancelled. So r is equal to 0.9 into 30. So r का value आ गया है 27 centimeter. Now the only effort is for height, and for that you can apply the Pythagoras theorem, because the slant height, right? The slant height is the hypotenuse capital L square is equal to the r square plus h square. The question gets sorted here. This is 30 square, small r is 27 square plus h square. Quickly get down what is the value of h coming from here. What is the value of the h coming up from here? That is 13.1 approximately. 13.1. Just check out this calculations, okay? So r aa gaya hai 27, that looks perfect, and capital R is as 30. 30 square is r square plus h square. So height aa gaya 13.1. Just to check the calculation, what is the ratio of the radius and height of the cone? Right? What is the ratio required? Is the ratio of the radius and height of the cone. Radius of the cone is r, height of the cone is h. So that is 27 is divided by 13.1 nearly. Okay, and then the answer is approximately 2.06. The answer is nearly 2.06. The answer is nearly 2.06. 2.06. Correct hai? 2.06. Fantastic. Progressing to the next question then. Okay. Find the missing value. This is the missing block. Very simple question it is. Okay, some series and logical questions now. Find the missing value. Chalo, ab thoda sa, there will be some more series of simple questions now coming up. Okay, so some good questions we have seen. Again, some series of simple questions will keep coming. Bataiye. Find the missing value. So what is the logic? If you see 5 is the 6 plus 4 divided by 2. Is it following the average pattern or something else? 7. Now 7, 4, 2, 1. If you add, so it is 11 plus 3, 14. 14 divided by 2. So it's not average. Average ke liye for this, average should be divided by 4 of the corners, but all other numbers divided by 2. Look into this. 1 plus 9 plus 2, 12. Plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 16. 16 by 2, 18. 16 by 2, 18. Right. So what is the logic I am able to deduce here is the central number of every row. The central number is just equal to sum of other. Central ko exclude kar denge. Sum of all other numbers whole divided by 2. It is a sum of all other numbers whole divided by 2. Right. So that is, what is this missing entry now? What is this missing entry now? Sum of others numbers 3 plus 3 whole divided by 2, and the answer should be 3. Simple. Answer should be 3. Okay. The answer is 3. Done. Next question. A series based off letters, but simple hai. A series based off letter A, C, D, G, H, I, question mark, U, V, W, X, Y. A, C, D is again consecutive. Then G, H, I, these three are itself consecutive. Pattern kuch aisa hai, if you are able to observe, A, right, then B is missing. Then C, D given. Then E, F missing. Then G, H, I given. Then uske baad kuch nahi given hai. So 1 given to 1 missing, 2 given, 2 missing, 3 given to 3 missing, 3 missing, G, H, I, J, K, L. Ye missing hoga. This should be missing. This is not the answer. 3 given, 3 missing. Now 4 given, 4 missing hona chahiye. So what should be the 4 given? G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. M, N, O, P is your answer. Pura complete karke dekhein. So now there should be 4 missing. 4 given, 4 missing. So M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. Now 5 given. Q, R, S, T. U. Iske baad aayega U, V, W, X. U, V, W, X, Y. U, V, W, X, Y. That is what exactly is given to you. Right. So what should be my answer? This is my answer. MNOP, option number C. MNOP, option number C. Simple. 1 mark deserving only. Bahut simple hai. Why it is simple? Because it is the continuity of letters. It is the continuity of the letters. Okay. Next. 16, gate 15, 1 mark question again, and it's a simple coding. If road is written as URDG, it's based on coding. The previous one is known as the, the previous one is known as the letter series. This one is coding. If road is written as URDG, then swan should be written as. If road is URDG, what should be swan? If road is URDG, what should be swan equal to? What should be the swan equal to? What should be the swan equal to? If road is URDG, what should be the swan equal to? Tell me. देखो ये simple है, ये भी simple है. Why this is simple? R O A D U R D G. Now what is the relation between them? P R O P Q R S T U S T U. So how many missing in between? 2. It's like plus 3. S T U, third letter, right? O P Q R. This is also third letter. A B C D, third letter. D E F G, third letter, right? So by the same logic, By the same logic, what should be SWAN in this coding system? Right. So what you have to do is plus 3 S T U V W plus 3 to W X Y Z A B C D N plus 3 N O P Q. तो V Z D Q V Z D Q क्या आया? ऑप्शन बी V Z D Q. ऑप्शन बी guys, correct? Option B, yes, very correct. It's option number B, VZDQ. VZDQ, simple one. Next question की तरफ move on करेंगे. Direction sense. This one is on the direction sense. One marker. Mr. Vivek walks 6 meter northeast. Walks 6 meter northeast. Let me remind all of you, this is north south and this is east west. North south east west. Mr. Vivek walks 6 meter northeast, then turns and walks 6 meter southeast, both at 60 degree with respect to east. अब देखो, in these questions na, suppose this was not mentioned, 60 degree to the east was not mentioned, suppose, then it will be 45 degree, then it is by default middle. When they say northeast na, so it is middle, 45 degree east and 45 degree north. If nothing is mentioned, so by default that is the middlemost point, that is the middlemost line, 45 degree. But there I have mentioned here 60 degree with respect to east, 60 degree with respect to east. So let me draw this picture here, right? First it goes northeast, okay, first it goes northeast, 60 degree with respect to the east, and then turns and walks 6 meters southeast. So what is the southeast? ये होता है southeast, but 60 degree with respect to east, 60 degree with respect to east again. Okay, so next he is in this direction, southeast, but 60 degree with respect to the east. So in both of these pictures, Nadir, where is the east? Okay, if this is the east, east is horizontally right, this is 60 degree, and here again east is horizontally right, so this is equal to the 60 degree. Next, अच्छा, both these distances are 6 meters and 6 meters. Next क्या बोला है? He further moves 2 meters to the south. He further moves 2 meters to the south. This should be at the same level actually. Right? ये होना चाहिए nearly the same height. Now further what he is doing? He is moving 2 meters south. South is vertically downwards. Okay, he goes this 2 meters south. Right? And then further 4 meters west. West is horizontally left. So 4 meters west. 4 meters west. So this was his initial travel. Then he reached here. Then he went south and then he has gone west. Okay, south 2 meters, west is 4 meters. Right. What is the straight distance in meters between the point he started and the point he finally reached? Straight distance, shortest distance, straight line distance. So the initial point and the ending point you have to join with the help of a straight line. The shortest distance. The distance between 2 points in these questions, guys, will always be the shortest distance. That is why they have mentioned about the straight distance coming into the picture. Let's say this straight distance is equal to the x. Right? What is the value of x? The question is, what should be the value of x? Now, very simple logic says that because of the parallel lines, let me draw this horizontal line, whether it is east or west, पूरा ले लेते हैं, so this one will be the west, but these two are parallel lines because both are horizontal, so this becomes the alternate angle. This is also 60. Now total angle of a line is 180 degree, na? This is the total supplementary angle of a line, so 60 gaya, so this is also 60 degree. Now what does it mean ki if I complete this triangle, na, right, if I complete this triangle, okay, this becomes 60, so automatically this angle is also 60, right? So the triangle becomes equilateral. All angles are 60. So triangle becomes equilateral. So hence this side is also 6. So how much is this portion? The total side 6 hai. How much is this portion equal to? This is 6 minus parallel 4 from the bottom. This is 2. And how much is this? This is parallel to the south wala. This is 2. So what is the value of x, dear? What is the value of x? It is square root of 2 square plus 2 square. That is 2 root 2. It is the hypotenuse, the square root of 2 square plus 2 square. And answer is 2 root 2. X is equal to 2 root 2. Correct? Yes. So guys, I was just mentioning, about the efforts of the entire team. And yes, we have one more, Veer Ranjan from our YouTube backend team. Okay. We had Shashikant some time back. So guys, the team is live because the session is live. It's not only faculty, it's the entire backend team, it's the video operation teams, as I'm just mentioning you, because it's 2 AM and each and every effort counts here. Right. Chalo, bahut badhiya. So x is equal to 2 root 2. So I'm not writing the steps. In the picture I have described what calculations are going on. One more good question. Now this one is a 2-mark level question. One more good question of the direction sense. It's 2 AM and the show must still go on. Abhi bol deta hu. The show must still go on. 4 branches of a company are located at M and OP. M is north of O at a distance of 4 km. P is south of O. अब ऐसे नहीं बनाएंगे हम लोग. Then only we shall get the answer. 4 branches of the company are located at M and O and P. Okay, M is north of N at a distance of 4 km. M is north of N. Start करते हैं. Right. पहले rough picture. M is north of N at a distance of 4. Then I'll make the proper picture. Right. P is south of O. Where is O? Not given till now. Right. N is southeast of O. Now this N is southeast of O. Acha, what is southeast? ये है east, ये है south. This is southeast. So N is southeast of O. Right. तो O को ऊपर लिया accordingly. N is southeast of O by 1 km. What is the distance between M and P? अब ये वाला statement भी आ जाएगा. P is south of O by 2 km. P is south of O by 2 km. Isn't it? Now let me make the crystal clear picture here. Okay, this was just, we were tracing out the equations here. Right. Now we have the first one coming up here. What is that first one? M is north of N at a distance of 4. M is north of N. North of N at a distance of 4. ये 4 है. Right. Then P is south of O, distance of 2. N is the southeast of O. So N was the southeast of O. And guys, this question, no degree is mentioned. So that means the southeast means 45 degree. It's only 1 km. So let me shorten this. It's only 1 km. So here southeast will mean only 1 km or only 45 degree. Then P is the south of O at a distance of 2 km. तो यहाँ पे P आ जाएगा. At a distance of 2 km. This is 4 and this is 1. Rest all sorted है. What is the distance between M and P? Guys, once again, distance बोले तो what distance? Distance means the shortest distance. Shortest distance between M and P. What is the shortest distance between M and P is required. Okay. So what is that shortest distance? इसको highlight करेंगे. Between M and P. What is that? Shortest distance between M and P. This is what is required. Question is, what is the MP equal to? What is the MP equal to? So, to trace out the value of MP, there will be slight adjustments that we shall be doing here. This is N. थोड़ा extend करेंगे इस line को. So, let us extend this downwards and let us extend this horizontally. MP, N है, M है. Let's say this is R. Let's say this is R. So, what I can do is the MP square should be equal to the M to R, MR square plus PR square. Right? PR square plus the MR square, right? But what is PR, what is MR? अभी सब कुछ unknown है. One simple trigonometry will make you solve this problem, right? If you take this ON picture separately, na? Okay, this is southeast direction. This is southeast direction, and I told you southeast means by default 45 degree, right? By default 45. तो यही marking यहाँ पे भी कर देते हैं, right? Let me mark this as well. Let me mark this, right? Let's say this is some point Q. Let's say this is some point Q. Okay, so this is OQ, this is N, this is 45 degree. Okay, now what we know the value of this hypotenuse, that is equal to 1. That is equal to 1. So if you simply apply here cos 45 degree, that is equal to OQ divided by 1. Achha, not only in this case, whenever you are dealing with a triangle of 45, right angle triangle, okay, right angle, isosceles triangle actually, because if I say right angle, one of the angle is 90 and if the another one is 45, so there is no other choice, the third one will also be 45 because sum has to be 180, right? So this is a right angle isosceles triangle. This is the hypotenuse, suppose this is the hypotenuse. Let's say the value of the hypotenuse is equal to L, right? This is the base and this is the height, right? Whether it is sin 45 or cos 45, both are 1 by root 2. Both are 1 by root 2. So if you check the sin 45 degree calculation, which is 1 by root 2, but sin 45 is how much? Sin 45 is height, opposite side, divided by hypotenuse. So what is the value of H? L by root 2. So not only H, whether it is H or whether it is B, that is L by root 2, hypotenuse divided by root 2. You should directly use this. तो यहाँ पे अगर मैं आ जाऊं, right guys, what should be the OQ? 1, hypotenuse here is 1, hypotenuse here is 1, so 1 divided by root 2, right? So what should be the value of PR? PR is equal to OQ, OQ is 1 by root 2. Now I need the value of next is MR. Next is MR, right? MR is equal to MN plus NR. Right, M to N plus NR. What is Mn? That is 4. Mn, this was the initial data given 4. Right, what is the value of NR? NR कैसे निकालेंगे? To calculate NR, one more slight adjustment. Right, O, Q, P, suppose this is S. This is S. Guys, what should be the value of OS? What should be the value of OS? Again, it is 1 by root 2 because you can take OS as the height of this triangle. This is also 45 degree. So what should be OS? Hypotenuse by root 2 because of the 45 degree calculation. Right. So what is the NR now, dear? What is the NR? NR is equal to total O to P, that is 2. Total O to P 2 hai, minus the OS, that is 1 by root 2. So this is total 6 minus 1 by root 2. अब question हो गया simple, right? So okay, अब question हो गया simple. So let me add up a slide here. Just a moment. So we reuse this equation. MP square is equal to MR square, that is 6 minus 1 by root 2 whole square, plus the PR square, and the PR is 1 by root 2. तो इसका किया whole square. So I have the MP square as 36 plus 1 by 2 minus 2AB किया, तो minus this becomes 6 root 2 plus 1 by 2. So MP square is 37 minus 6 root 2. Okay, 37 minus 6 root 2, this is 28.5 nearly 28.5 kilometer square होगा. तो MP when you take its under root is approximately 5.34 kilometer. So what is the correct answer? Is 5.34, option number A. Option number A, 5.34. Chalo, how's the Josh now? We are left with 45 attendance. We were at somewhere 80 and time is 2:15, around 2:15. We were at 75, 80 and we are there with 46 right now. Okay, so what do you want? You want me to continue? अभी तो questions हैं, अभी तो questions होगा. Around 8-10 more questions. Around 8-10 more questions will be there. Around 8 to 10 more questions are there. Chalo, let's move slightly. The head, it's a reading comprehension question purely. I told you in the beginning also in one of the questions that some of the questions will appear lengthy. You will leave because it looks lengthy, but the solution may be very simple. The head of a newly formed government desires to appoint 5 of the 6 selected members P, Q, R, S, T and U. 5 of the 6 selected members P, Q, R, S, T, U are the 6 selected members, and it desires to appoint 5 of them to the portfolio of Home, Power, Defense, Telecom, Finance. Right, 6 candidates are selected and they are giving the ministry. Right, Ministry of Home, Ministry of Power, Ministry of Defense, Telecom, and then Finance. Now there are some choices. U does not want any portfolio if S gets one of the 5. अगर S को मिल गया तो U को नहीं चाहिए. Is there any possibility here? If S gets any portfolio, you will not take any portfolio. Right? तो S के साथ U नहीं होना चाहिए. S के साथ U नहीं होना चाहिए. And this rules out the option number C. Right? This rules out the option number C because of the SU. If U gets any department, S does not want any department. So S and U दोनों नहीं होना चाहिए. This is one rule out. Okay. R wants either home or finance or no portfolio. या तो home दो या finance दो या तो कुछ मत दो. Right. So R home. This is okay. R home. This is okay. In here R is having nothing. अच्छा ये तो ruled out है. In this R is telecom. Okay. थोड़ा सा इसको uplift करते हैं. Now, in the option number D, R has got telecom. R either will take home, finance or nothing. R is happy with nothing also, but nothing other than home or finance. So this is wrong because R has got telecom. So now we are left with only 2 options, A and B. Right? Q says that if H gets either power or telecom, then she must get the other one. If S gets power or telecom, देखो यहाँ पे S को telecom मिला है, then according to the Q, she wants power. Q gets power. ये ठीक है. In the option number B, if S gets power, Q wants telecom. So this is satisfied in both A and B. I can't rule out any further. Right? T insists on a portfolio if P gets ones. Right? P को मिला है तो T को भी मिलना चाहिए. Now look into this. Look into this. P and T are available here. Okay, any other thing we need? Q says that if S gets either power telecom, she wants the other. T insists of getting the portfolio. Right. R wants home or finance. Right. R wants either home or finance. Acha. R R was defense. I think I misread it earlier. R, this is defense. R wants only home or finance. So ये भी ruled out है. तो only B यार. Only B. This is also ruled out. Right. I read this actually R maybe. Firstly, I read this R. Okay. So R defense नहीं ले सकता. So it's simple. It's simple. That means with the R only, A and D were ruled out, and we don't want to read the statement also. We don't want to read the statement. Guys, so if you go word by word, initially maybe it was a lengthy, but it's an easy scoring question for 2 marks. According to me, ये तो scoring होना चाहिए, because you don't have to solve anything. You don't have to do any calculation. You don't have to use your calculations or any calculator part. You just have to read and tick mark. Easily ruled out with the questions. The possibilities are easily ruled out. Okay. Next की तरफ move on करते हैं. Gate 15 1 mark. Arrangement question. This is also arrangement ordering question. Tanya is older than Eric. Tanya is older than Eric. Cliff is older than Tanya. Right. So if I combine both, right, Cliff is older than Tanya. Tanya is older than Eric. Right. If the first 2 statements are true, फर्स्ट टू को हमने ट्रू मान लिया. देन व्हाट अबाउट द थर्ड? द एरिक इज ओल्डर देन क्लिफ. नो, एक्चुअली क्लिफ इज ओल्डर देन एरिक. ओके, एरिक तो यंगेस्ट हो गया, सो दिस बिकम्स फॉल्स. So if I treat first two as the true, what is the third one? Simple reading, बच्चों जैसा 1 mark simple question. Very clearly, Eric is not older than Cliff. Cliff is the oldest one actually. So then the third statement is false. Third statement is false. So this is also, arrange ordering question you can say, or a sort of, data sufficiency question again. Data sufficiency question again. Okay, the option number B. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ जाते हैं. अ वेरी रेगुलर क्वेश्चन, सिलॉजिज्म. आई टोल्ड यू ना, सिलॉजिज्म इज अ एक्सपेक्टेड टॉपिक. गिवन बिलो आर द टू स्टेटमेंट्स फॉलोड बाय टू कंक्लूजन्स. अज्यूमिंग दीज स्टेटमेंट्स टू बी ट्रू, डिसाइड विच वन लॉजिकली फॉलोज. डिसाइड विच वन लॉजिकली फॉलोज. All film stars are playback singers. All film directors. देखो, I have told you. Let's just take a quick revision here. Whenever there is a statement like, all A's are B's, what does it concludes? All A's are B's. Right, all A's are B's. अब इसको ध्यान देना. If this is what is A, all of the A's are B's. This is what it means. All A's are B's. All A's are B's. मतलब जितने भी A होंगे वो सारे B के कैटेगरी के होंगे. It does not mean the reverse. Right, all A's are B's का मतलब हुआ you have to just place A inside B. A inside B. Yeah, Chandrasekhar, for that only I am explaining the procedure. Thank you so much, dear Shashikant. Right, इसी के लिए procedure explain कर रहे हैं Chandrasekhar. Please have a look into this. So all A's are B's. So A is inside B, is like a subset of B. अच्छा, what is one common conclusion from here? What is one common conclusion? Conclusion is there are so many B's, na? There are so many B's. Out of the so many B's, some of them are A's. So very common conclusion that you can draw from here. Some B's are A's. Some B's are A's. One more very common statement, dear. One more very common. Forget the previous question. Let me give you two types of common statement in these question. One more common statement. समझ लेना. क्या है common statement? Some A's are B's. Not all. Some of the A's are B's. What is the meaning of this? That there are so many A's, but some of them are B's. Not all. Some of the A's are B's. मतलब A and B have something in common. A and B have something in common. So what is the common conclusion out of this? Dear, some of the A's are B's. If you think with respect to B now, there are so many B's, some of them are A. तो ये भी true हो गया that some B's are A's. If some A's are B's, some B's are A's. Okay. These are the two most common type of statement. और कुछ आएगा तो देखेंगे. So all film stars, stairs नहीं है. This is film stars. This is a typo error. All film stars are playback singers. What does it mean? All film stars are playback singers. तो A inside B. Film stars inside playback singers. Film stars थोड़ा सा और बड़ा करेंगे इसको. All film stars inside the playback singers. All A's are B's. मतलब A inside B. Next. All film directors are film stars. So all directors inside film stars. So I will take one more circle for directors, which is inside film stars. Now with the Venn diagram, this question is solved, and then with this 2 marks is easy then. What is the correct conclusion? All film directors are playback singers. All film directors, yes, all film directors are actually film stars, but all film stars are playback singers. So all of these film directors, can I say they are playback singer? Yes, they are also inside playback singer. So this remains true. Yes, this can be concluded. Next, Some film stars are directors. So देखो, there are so many film stars, some of them are directors. There are so many film stars, some of them are directors. ये भी true हुआ. It is just like the same. All A's are B's, so some B's are A's. That conclusion comes here. But you don't have to, mug this up. ये याद memorize नहीं करना है. This was just a procedure I was trying to explain you. Right? Got this? So which of the conclusions are true? Both 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2. 2 marks question. Next, one more question of syllogism, 2 marks. One more question of syllogism for 2 marks. Given below are 2 statements followed by 2 conclusions. Assuming these 2 statements to be true, decide which one logically follows. No manager is a leader. अच्छा, यहाँ पे neither there is all, neither there is some. No manager is a leader. So what does it logically means? No manager is a leader means they don't have anything in common. Managers are separate, right? Leaders are separate. No manager is leader, but all leaders are executive, right? All leaders are executive से start करें. All A's are B's मतलब A inside B. Leader inside executive. So leader has to be inside executive. All leaders are executive, but no manager is a leader. So there is nothing common between manager and leader. So where is the manager? This may be the manager. Now what about manager versus executive? Manager and leader, nothing in common. So manager may be totally inside. ध्यान देना. Manager may be inside executive, manager may be outside executive, or it may be some inside, some outside. There are the 3 cases for managers in general. We can't conclude. Manager and leader should not have anything in common, right? But manager may be totally inside executive, totally outside executive, or some in, some out. These are the 3 possibilities. Now let's read the conclusion. No manager is an executive. Can I conclude this? Can I conclude this? No manager is an executive, right? This is okay, but here some managers may be executive, yeah, maybe all of the managers are executive, right? So this cannot be concluded. This no manager is an executive is a possibility. Maybe if this is the case number 1, maybe. I'm not telling it is always false, but it's a possibility, and possibility is never a conclusion. Second क्या बोला है? All executive is a manager. That is totally wrong. All executive is a manager. All executive is a manager if executive inside manager. So then this should be manager. And if this becomes manager, leaders and managers have common portion. That is not allowed. So this is totally false. ये तो बिल्कुल follow नहीं होगा. There is no maybe. This is false. So which of the conclusions follow? Neither 1 nor 2. 2 तो confirm follow नहीं हो रहा है. 1 maybe, but if it is maybe, I can't conclude that. I can't conclude that, okay? Because it is the maybe situation. So done. So correct answer is C. Neither conclusion 1 nor conclusion 2 will follow. C is the correct option. Next question ready for you. 2 marks question, logical deduction. Logical puzzle. Can you decide, given a story, can you decide the conclusion? It's a very simple story. Right? Mrs. X will be in Bagdogra from 1st May to 20th of May. Let us write down the event from the 1st May up to the 20th of May. She is in where? She is in Bagdogra. And also from 22nd May to 31st May, she is in the same 22nd May to 31st May, she is in Bagdogra. On the morning of 21st, she will reach Kochi via Mumbai. She will reach Kochi via Mumbai. Which of the statement below is logically valid and can be inferred? Inferred means concluded from the above statements. From the above statements. Miss X will be in Kochi for 1 day only in May. Miss X will be in Kochi for 1 day only in May. Who said she cannot be in Kochi in June? What is the A option? She will be Kochi in 1 day and that is only in May. What about June, July, August? कुछ पता ही नहीं है ना. So can you conclude that she is in Kochi only in May? No. You can't logically conclude this. Because I don't have any data about June, July, or January, February, March, April, right? Miss X will be in Kochi for only 1 day in May. अब देखो, May 1st to 20 is given, 22nd to 31st is given, 21st May was given. She is reaching Kochi via Mumbai, right? So yeah, she is in Kochi for 1 day in the entire May, because 1 to 31st May, there is no more than 31st May, na? Right? Out of the, except 21st, she is in Bagdogra, ye bhi clearly mentioned hai. So she is in Kochi or for only 1 day in May. If I talk about within May, that is only 1 day. That is only 1 day. So this looks good. This looks good. Baki read kar lete hain. Miss X will be only in Kochi. Now this one word na is changing the option. Miss X will be only in Kochi for 1 day. Only ko yahan se hata ke yahan laga diya. She will be only in Kochi for 1 day in May. That is wrong, because that 1 day that 1 day only in Kochi is not possible, because remaining 30 days she is in Bagdogra, and that one particular day she is reaching Kochi via Mumbai. She is reaching Kochi via Mumbai, matlab she has touched Mumbai also that day. She is only in Kochi. अब मुंबई में कितनी देर रुका ये तो बताया ही नहीं ना. Maybe she stopped there. She took a 1 hour break. She had some breakfast in Mumbai, right? Don't know. We don't know. Only thing is she reached Kochi via Mumbai. So is she only in Kochi for 1 day? No. She is in Kochi plus Mumbai. Only Mrs. X. अब ये तो कुछ है, लॉजिक ही नहीं है. Only Mrs. X will be in Kochi for 1 day. Entire Kochi, nobody else is there. ये तो एकदम हंसने वाली बात है. Entire Kochi, nobody else is there. Only Mrs. X is there on that 1 day. Rest everybody will go out of the Kochi with that day, right? Not possible. So what is the only correct answer is B. What is the only correct answer is B, right? What is the only correct answer is B. ठीक है ना? Done. चलो, cool. Cool. अब देखो, before we go to the next question, the time is already 2:30 a.m. That means 2.5 hours of session is gone. Still 45 people are there. Before I move ahead, I want to disclose an important thing for you, that is the password of today's PDF. The today's password, and the password is just copied from the previous question, and that is May, M-A-Y. The password is just copied from the previous question. It is all small letters, M-A-Y. You are going to get the PDF in the Telegram group. You are going to get the PDF in the Telegram group. Right? You are going to get the PDF in the Telegram group, and that PDF is password protected. The password will be M-A-Y, May, randomly decided password. Okay, I'll share you the PDF in the Telegram. PDF will not be shared today, it will be shared tomorrow. After this session, I'll also take some rest. Okay, you can continue your preparation depending on your preparation time, but I'll share you the PDF tomorrow. I'll share you the Telegram link once again. Some DI questions, guys. आ जाते हैं, some DI questions. Have a look into this. Right now, DI involves tables, bar graphs, pie charts, line charts. Okay, so this is one DI question based on table. Ultimately, concept will be average, ratio, percentage type of things in the DI. I'll share you the Telegram also meanwhile. I'll share you the Telegram link also, where I'm going to share you this PDF. Just a moment, है ना? Yeah, this is the link of the Telegram where you will be receiving the PDF. PDF will be there tomorrow with the password protection. Password I have just told you. Now let's come to the question. The table below has question-wise data on the performance of students in an examination. The marks of each question are also listed. There is no negative or partial marking in the exam. What is the average of the marks obtained by the class in the examination? What is the average of the marks obtained by the class in that examination? Now, what is the average of the marks? Is sum of the total marks of all students. We want the average of marks of all students. So that is sum of marks of all students divided by total number of observation. Total number of students. So how many are the total students, dear? How many are the total students? Look into any one question. Look at the question number 1. 21 answered correctly, 17 answered wrongly, and 6 did not answer. 6 did not attempt. What will happen to any one question? These are the 3 possibilities. Na? Some students will answer correctly, some will answer wrong, and some will not attempt that question. This gives you the idea about total number of students. This gives you the idea about total number of students. And that is 44. You can take it from any one question, not necessarily question number 1. But yahi to hai, any question will be answered correctly or incorrectly or not attempted. Okay, so what is the sum total of students? Some will answer correctly, some will do it wrong, some will not attempt. By this we get the collection of all students, and that is 44. Right? So this is sorted. ये तो sorted है 44. What is the sum of marks of all students? Right? So first question carries 2 marks, is answered correctly by 21. So marks is only for correct. There is no negative marking or partial marking. Right? So marking is only for the correct answer, positive marking. So 21 students answered the first question. They get 2 marks. Then second question, which is of 3 marks, is answered by 15 students. So those 15 students get the 3 marks. Get the 3 marks each. Right? Last question number 3 is of 2 marks weightage, answered by 23 students. So those 23 will get the 2 marks again. Will get the 2 marks again. तो बोलिए तो कितना हो गया? Right. This is 42 plus 45 plus 46 divide by 44. Right, 40, 40, 40, 120 plus 133 is divided by 44, 132. So nearly this is approximately 3. Approximately 3. Okay, so the nearest option 3.02. It's as close as 3, approximately 3. So 3.02 is the answer. Option number C, dear. Option number C is the perfect answer. Right? Thank you, Manash Jyoti. Great to know that, Manash Jyoti, and yeah, best of luck for your MTech also. That's also a sweet and a beautiful journey. Moving ahead to the next question. Next question, again a tabular question in gate 15, DI tabular question. An electric bus has onboard instruments that report the total electricity consumed since the start of the trip, as well as the total distance covered. Okay, during a single day of operation, the bus travels on the stretches M and OP in that order. The cumulative distance, कौन सा distance given है? The cumulative distance traveled and the corresponding electricity consumption, that will also be cumulative only, are shown in the table. What is the stretch at which the electricity consumption per kilometer is minimum? But this is a cumulative data. Okay, let us cumulative data. M20, but going up to N, the cumulative distance means the additional distance plus the previous distance becomes 45. So what is the actual distance? For the stretch M, it is 20. For the up to the N, it is 45. So what is the additional distance to travel up to N? That is 25. Cumulative हटा देते हैं, absolute value लिखते हैं. Then to go up to O, the bus has run 75. So how much extra? 30. To go up to P, 100. So how much extra? 25. This is the actual distance. Now what is the actual electricity consumption here? Right. To go up to M, the bus has traveled the electricity of 12. To go up to N, 25. So how much additional? 13. Then 45. So how much additional here? Just a moment. How much additional here? Sorry. Just wait. I think there is some issue. Wait करेंगे एक मिनट. So how much additional? Again 20. And then up to P, it has totally used the electricity 57 and minus 45, 12 is the addition. What is the electricity per kilometer? Consumption per kilometer. So here, this is 12 by 60. Sorry, 16, 20. 12 by 20. This is 13 by 25. This is 20 by 30. And this is 12 by 25. Which of them looks minimum? Which of them looks minimum? This is nearly 50%. Right, ये 60% हुआ, this is 66%, this is less than 50%. Which is minimum? This is minimum. No need to calculate, just I am guessing without calculation. So correct answer is D. Correct answer is the stretch P. Now where is the stretch P? It is in the option number D. In the stretch P, the electricity consumed per kilometer is the minimum. Analysis question. That is what data interpretation is. Data is given in tabular form and you need to analyze the table and answer the required data. Right. This is again a DI table based question. This is again a DI table based question. Next, one more DI table based question. One more DI table based question. Homework le lena aap. Please take it as the homework. Please take it as the homework, right? Read the following table giving sales data of 5 types of batteries from 2006 to 2012. Out of the following, which type of battery achieved the highest growth between the years 2006 and 2007? How we are going to calculate that growth? How you are going to calculate the growth? How you are going to calculate that growth? That growth means the final 2006 and 2012 का growth लेना है, तो final value minus initial divided by initial. The growth is always measured in terms of percentage multiplied by 100. Like the percentage relative, the percentage change concept. Final minus initial divided by initial. Like if I talk about the type 1, 115 minus 75 divided by 75 multiplied by 100. This is what your answer is. This is what your answer is. ठीक है? This is what your answer is. See Vivek Kumar, firstly specify your branch. Without that I can't answer. Specify your branch. Okay, then the categories and special things will come. First say your branch. Okay guys, so simple one. Please try it as a homework. You have to try it for type 1, 2, 3 and 5. Don't try for 4. Type 1, 2, 3, 5. उसका try कर लेना. Give me the answer. ठीक है. Next question की तरफ आते हैं. This is again a DI question, pie chart. A DI question on the pie chart. Okay. So NITs for you easily at 45-50 and IITs will be 55-60. Very easy. ठीक है विवेक जी. चलो. The pie chart below has the breakup of the number of students from different departments in engineering college for the year 2012. Okay. The proportion of male to female in each department is 5:4. ये fix है. Male is to female is 5:4 in each department. There are 40 males in electrical. What is the difference between number of females in civil and the number of females in the mechanical? Right. They are given 40 in electrical and electrical weightage is total 20%. Okay, 20% out of the total. Okay. Electrical will have 20% out of the total. अब देखो, electrical में there are 40 males. Let's start the question with the electrical. How many males are there? 40. So we know the ratio is given in the form of male to female, right? You know that ratio is given in the form of male to female. So male to female is 5/4. So how many females will be there actually? That is 4/5 of the 40 and that should be 32. That should be 32, right? So what should be the total? The total of EE becomes 72. Now the EE has actually 20% of the total students and that 20% corresponds to 72. Now I need the difference between the number of females of civil and females of mechanical, right? Females of civil engineering. How many percentage of the students in civil? 30%. How many percentage of the students in mechanical? देखो, female in civil and female in mechanical and उनका difference चाहिए. Female in mechanical. Mechanical is 10%. Mechanical total 10%. So dear, if 72 is 20%, 10% will be half 36, right? And 30% will be thrice of this, that is 108. That is 108. Now amongst this, how many are the females? Females, देखो यहाँ पे हम एक separate calculation लिख सकते हैं. Male by female is 5 by 4. Correct? So how many are the females? Specifically, if I want to write down the direct female idea, so what is the fraction of female? 4 upon 5 plus 4. The female part is 4 divided by the total fraction is 5 plus 4 of the total. How many females are there? 4 by 9 of the total. How many females are there? 4 by 9 of the total, that is 108. And how many females are there in mechanical? 4 by 9 of the 36. 4 by 9 of the 36. So ये कितना हुआ cancel? Okay, either you can subtract directly or you can cancel also. So this is cancelled as 12. 4 12s are 48. This is cancelled as 4. 4 4s are 16. And clear difference between them is equal to 32. 48 minus 16. The answer is 32. Correct. The difference between them is 32. The difference between them is the 32. Answer for the question is 32. Right, the answer for the question is 32. चलिए बढ़ते हैं next question के लिए. If this is 32, let's be ready for the next question then. What is that next question? Again a DI question based on the bar graph. DI question based on bar graph. The exports and imports in crores of rupees of a country from year 2000 to 2007 are given in the following bar chart. In which year is the combined percentage increase in import and export the highest? Combined percentage increase in imports and export the highest. In which year that is the highest? In which year it is the highest, right? So you have to track. I think options are missing here. So we have to track the different years, right? In which year it is the highest. So let me write down that combined data actually. Okay, let me write down this combined data. Okay, and let me zoom this picture actually. इसको copy कर लेंगे यहाँ पे फिर से. In this slide, right, I only want to zoom out this picture. Yeah, come on, come to this one now, right? Come to this one. So in which year? So if I come to the total percentage increase in import and export total lena hai. So this is 50 and 40. This total is 90. So we are only concerned about total, right? The red one is exports, blue one is import, but we have to look into the total. The next is 60 plus 50, 110. The next is 70 plus 60, that is 130. The next is equal to 70 60, that is 130. Here there is no increase. Next is 80 70, that is 150. Here this is equal to 90 and 70, this is 160. This one is equal to 120 plus 100, 220, and this one is 230, 120 plus 110. In which year it is the highest? In which year it is the highest combined percentage increase? Percentage increase. So dear, let us write down for each and every year. 2001 से start करें story. So what is the percentage increase? Final minus initial divided by initial, right? So this is 110 minus 90 divided by 90 into 100. That is 2 by 9. That is 2 by 9. So 22.2%. ये होगा 22.2%. ठीक है? Right. If I go to the year of 2002, then it is going to be 130. That is again 20. 130 minus 110 divided by 110 into 100. Okay, so this is 2 by 11. This is 18%. क्या निकालना है हमें? हाईएस्ट. Next is there is no increase in 2003. So let's go to 2004 directly. Right, 2004. This is 20. Now I'm able to guess very clearly. देखो इसकी भी जरूरत नहीं है. Right? Why? Right? This is also not required. That this is 20 divided by 90. This is 20 divided by 110. This is going to be lesser. This is going to be lesser because denominator is more heavy. इसमें तो there is no increase. Now this is 20 divided by 130. Denominator increase more. So this cannot be the overall highest answer. Right? 160. Now this is 10 by 15. This is even more smaller. Numerator will be small. Denominator delta is big. यहाँ पे there is a sudden big jump. Right? So let us directly come to 2006. In the 2006, there is 220 minus 160. Divide by 160 into 100, and this is how much? 60 by 160, and this is a substantial jump. This is 37.5, right? This one is 37.5%, right? This one is 37.5, greater than the above one, Now 2007 का check करना है क्या? It is only 10 divided by 220. No need to check. 10 divided by 220 is going to be much lesser. So what is the correct answer? The highest is in 2006. The highest is in 2006. 2006. So do I need to calculate for all? No, I don't need to calculate for all. Right? I need to calculate for all. Okay. Saha, Nilavu Saha. How much marks possible in 75 days? Marks. What is the current status, Saha? Are you just first of all keep the patience. I'm solving a question, and after solving only I can reply you. Number one thing, Saha. Okay, so keep your patience in the chat box. Number two, please update me what exactly your status is. Have you prepared something, or are you just starting from the scratch? Okay, so this is a pie chart question. In which year it is the highest? It is highest in the year 2006. We did not require to calculate for all years because of the basic numbers, because of the basic calculations. Okay? Right? Chalo. All general aptitude question of IIT Kanpur which were asked in the year 2015 have been discussed, and with this I am going to end the session. If you start today, and again if I assume that you are going to study day and night, that means at least 10-12 hours per day. That is what day and night say. Itna bhi kar loge, that is what is day and night. Regularly, honestly, 10 to 12 hours if you do, Saha, still you will be able to boost up your performance to 45-50 marks easily within the 75 days. Dedication se karoge, abhi bhi 45-50 aayega, you will get something decent. Time is only 2 months. That is why I am giving you this marks. Otherwise, easily you can go for 60-70 also, but 45 to 50 marks you can touch easily. So it's 250, right? And that's it, guys. So we are done with the session. Hope you have enjoyed this. Keep continuing with the GATE Aimer series also. The free crash course running up. Okay, because it is covering up all your subjects of your branch. Okay, that is running live for the different branches. Okay, you want more such sessions? Do not forget to subscribe the channel, because there will be similar such sessions. Similar means IIT Kanpur is done, but other practice questions of general aptitude, of maths, technical sessions already are anyways going on the daily basis. Some guidance sessions, they all will keep coming. So just be subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss any of these sessions. Okay. Maths as a marathon will bring together, Chandrasekhar, don't worry, because maths is a subject which is more or less not like formula oriented, but formula plus approach oriented. So for maths we'll bring up a separate complete marathon. Overall level moderate, Chandrasekhar, not much difficult but not easy also, because there were some very good questions if I talk about overall. So overall level of general aptitude of IIT Kanpur, I would place it as moderate, because some questions were very good, some were very bonus also, but moderate, because we have seen much easier questions in other years also, so this was moderate. Chalo guys, good night. Now go and, if you have still some habit of waking till late night preparations, you go and prepare. Or if you are specially awake for this session, fantastic. Now go have a nice sleep. Bye bye. PDF will be in the Telegram group, but that will be tomorrow. Don't wait right now. Right now I'll not give the PDF, but tomorrow you'll get the PDF of this session with the password protection. Bye bye. Good night. Stay safe. All the GATE 2023 warriors, right? Go fight out for your examinations.